always on the move. If you get in my way, you'll catch a 1 and 2. Got a clear view, penthouse vision mood. To the top, I'm gon' pop, you gon' see me soon. Of winning, living like I'm a millionaire. Got a vision, I'm willing to do anything to get there. Man, I'm driven and building something that people calling rare. Always prepared, I'll teach you when I get there. Taking lessons, it's a blessing. Only happy with progressing. I don't ever second guess it. Know your path, get obsessive. Have a mentor that's aggressive. Teach you things, have objectives. Changing lives from depressive all to something so impressive.
Yeah, we all have things standing in the way of our wildest dreams. You gotta tell them how it be. Move out the way or get buried underneath. I said move, bitch, get out of my way. Move, bitch, get out of my way. Move, bitch, get out of my way.
Move, bitch, out my motherfucking way.
Yeah, we all have things standing in the way of our wildest dreams. You gotta tell them how it be. Move out the way or get buried underneath. I said move, bitch, get out of my way. Get out my way, move, bitch, get out my way.
Yo, bitch, out my motherfucking way. I get it daily, kid, work so hard I'm off the grid. But you can find me in the zone, getting after it. It takes work, you don't need to be talented. That's for people who are lazy, want it fast and quick. I got goals, they never get old in my soul. I'm on a roll, I'm going all in, never fold. I'm in control, the driver's seat is made of gold. I'll teach you how to do it one day when my story's told.
Yeah, we all have things standing in the way of our wildest dreams. You gotta tell them how it be. Move out the way or get buried underneath. I said move, bitch, get out my way. Move, bitch, get out my way. Move, bitch, get out my way.
Move, bitch, out my motherfucking way.
Yeah, we all have things standing in the way of our wildest dreams. You gotta tell them how it be. Move out the way or get buried underneath. I said move, bitch, get out my way. Move, bitch, get out my way. Move, bitch, get out my way.
Move, bitch, out my motherfucking way.
This video contains gratuitous use of profanity and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought. Viewer discretion advised.
Rat-a-tat-tat, what is good, and welcome back to another episode of the East Meets West. And I am your host, AK Eagles, my boy Next Shift Randy, and the newest member of the East Meets West, my boy and one of my close brothers, Further AM. Appreciate you guys for coming on. Foothills was not able to make it tonight. Unfortunately, he had to work. And, the other half, Sports Rap, he is in our prayers right now. He sent out a text a little bit ago to me saying he couldn't make it tonight because he had bad chest pains and his right side was numb. So prayers out to Philly Sports Rap. I hope you get better, man. Hope everything's okay. And see you soon.
Get well, man.
But yeah, so how are you guys doing? It's Wednesday. We only got 3 more days until football for us. So, it is definitely getting closer each and every hour.
My nerves are getting shot. It's getting a little bit hard to sleep. And I think it's not because I have a fear of losing at all in this game. It's just like I want it to be like right now. Like I feel like it's Christmas is coming. Like I love the playoffs, and especially I know it's going to be the Giants in this divisional bye week. And so far, our team's getting a lot of rest today, like they showed on the report. I think the only thing we have to worry about is Brandon Graham's a little sick right now, but I think he'll be well by the time game starts. So. Prayers out to Brandon Graham as well. He's sick. The rest of it.
Yeah. How about you, Randy?
Yeah, man. Super stoked. Super excited. keep coming across a lot of Giant creators pages, and they're saying it's going to be a close game. I think so as well. So I'm just getting more antsy and more excited every day that passes. And like you said, it's Wednesday, and we're almost there, boys.
Hump day.
Yay!
Don't ask. Inside joke. Anyway, no, man, listen. Okay, you're intriguing my earlobes here. Okay, I did I hear you say close?
Yeah. Yes, I'm hearing a lot of them winning 28-21, 26-24, a lot of 30-27. So a lot of close games.
Man, the meth is really good in New York right now, isn't it? Holy shit! Are you serious?
Yes.
That's a joke, right?
Wait, what is it? Is it in Celsius, right?
What? What?
Never mind. I'm talking to someone else.
Oh, that was weird. Okay.
I needed to mute the thing.
I was like, is what in Celsius, dog? Anyway, nah, man.
I'm sorry, I'm back. I was on the phone
it's cool.
with
It's cool.
Scotland. I was like, what? It's Celsius?
No, he shot out the score, right? He was saying what the Giant fans were saying, and then you add in, is that in Celsius? I thought that was a joke. I was like, wait, what? Yeah. No, I don't understand what people are talking about, man. I'm smiling because how dumb it sounds. I'm trying not to be mean. I'm trying not to be rude. You know me. I'm not that type of guy. I get along with everybody, and I try to be as nice as possible. But who the fuck y'all kidding? Like, first off, I said it the other night. Why the fuck are y'all mistaking us for Minnesota? We are way better than their whole team combined. Jalen Hurts, Kirk Cousins. Well, we all know what Kirk Cousins is. We all know what he does.
We all predicted that game right, didn't we? We all said Minnesota wasn't going to win that. We all
Kirk
said
Cousins was the key thing, and it still is the key thing.
He's horrible, man.
He's fucking
I have
sucks.
to give some disconcern with that offensive coordinator, whoever's calling the plays over there at Minnesota. Holy crap, that was the worst play calling I've ever seen in a football game.
Kevin O'Connell.
Bro, if you take Justin Jefferson,
What was he thinking? How do you go for it on fourth down and you don't even throw it past the first down marker? I will never know. He's throwing it only like 4 yards. The play
He threw a 3-yard pass
on a
when he needed
down, a little 4-yard chuck,
and you needed 8. Yeah, that is the dumbest. That is Kirk Cousins shit. I told you, Kirk Cousins is going to do some Kirk Cousins shit. No, dude, I guarantee you, the coach did not call that play. That is not how that was supposed to be. You know what that was? That was them getting pressure and Kirk Cousins hitting the panic button and just letting it go and not thinking about what he needed to do.
Not giving it enough time to play downfield to make things happen. You can also blame their offensive line. They figured out the Giants learned a thing from the Eagles, I will say, because if you look at our week 2 highlights, what did we do? We didn't allow Kirk Cousins the time of day to get to Justin Jefferson. That's how we beat that team. They had a run game, but for some odd reason, they stopped using it in the second half and continued to have Kirk Cousins continuously pass the ball. And where the Eagles just kept blitzing. I believe that was Reddick's real game where we saw Reddick just come out of the woodwork and got like how many sacks that game? 2, 3. It was multiple. Then you got Darius Slay doing 3 picks. That was a great game. Quez Watkins with that amazing 55-yard pass, 60-yard pass down the field for a TD. That's what I'm expecting to see for this Giants game, for this playoff. Just bombs down the field.
From both sides?
No, our side. They're not going to be able. We got Darius Slay, Bradbury, and Maddox back. And then you don't forget C.J. Gardner-Johnson's going to be back there. And you know who he's going to be covering? Their tight end, Bellinger. Bellinger's not going to get
Maddox
time
is
to play
back?
like he did with the Vikings because C.J. Gardner is going to read that shit.
Wait, Maddox is back?
Maddox is back, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I haven't heard nothing yet on it. I thought he didn't practice.
He's
yesterday.
resting.
Oh, okay. Well,
said
if he's
he's
going to play,
questionable.
then hell yeah. Yeah, if he's going to play, then hell yeah. But my whole thing is, when you look at this team, they own Kirk Cousins, no one. Dalvin Cook. Okay? Listen, Dalvin Cook is a good halfback,
Right.
but he's not a 1,000-yard halfback.
No.
Miles Sanders is a 1,000-yard halfback.
Halfback. We can have him
Okay.
during the game. And we can throw to him, too, just like how they throw to Saquon Barkley the whole game. And, that's
Yep.
another thing CJ
Okay.
Gardner is going to watch out for is Saquon. Because we sat back and we got to watch the Giants and their little sneaky plays they put out. And don't you think that we're going to learn from that game what they did? And we're going to be able to we're going to be able to find a way to win like we've always found a way to win this whole entire season.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, we have
We're going to find a way to win. Even when things look bleak in the beginning of the game, by second half, we'll find a way to win. We always did this whole entire game, no matter how close it's been.
And I truly think that Sue and LJ are going to be two very big components this weekend, because they know how important it is to not let Saquon go through the middle. And those two together are like 800 pounds. I know Saquon's strong, but he ain't that fucking strong. They'll stop him. But the Minnesota Vikings, they only have a 1,000-yard receiver. We got two.
Right.
Yes, they got Hawkinson. Well, we got Dallas Goedert. We have a defensive front that has 70 fucking sacks. Minnesota don't got a defensive front like that.
No.
And our offensive line is just as good as our defensive line. Yeah, you might have some really nice young studs up front, but do you really think that Thibs is beating Johnson or Mailata? No. They might get one. They might get lucky and beat them, but you still got to tackle Jalen.
That's
Kirk
it.
Cousins
That's the
can't
thing.
run. Yeah, Kirk Cousins can't run, so every time they got to him, he went down. That ain't going to happen against us. And our defense is way better than Minnesota's. What makes you think you're going to move? Like, I'm baffled by wishful thinking. It's okay to be wishful, but in a realistic standpoint, when you look at this, they have no fucking chance in hell. Especially if we're fully healthy, they have no chance in fucking hell.
Oh, I know. And Lane Johnson's coming back. Oh, biggest threat of it all.
If Micah Parsons can't beat Lane Johnson, you have no one on your team that will.
They're saying it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in the season. It's like, yeah, well, I've seen it in NBA and NHL, so I can see it happening in the NFL.
First time and only time that I know of,
48-22.
Dallas to us back in 2009, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
One of
okay.
those. Okay. Dallas did it to us. They beat us 3 times. Okay. But listen, y'all are lucky to be where the fuck you're at. Like, let's not bullshit around anything. Let's not beat around the bush. New York Giants are lucky to be where they are at. No one thought you would even make the playoffs. No one thought, you would be as good as you are for your first-year head coach with limited talent. Take what you got and move on. The bus stops here. No lie. It goes no further, so enjoy your playoff win. Congratulations. Hey, you got your respect from us. We even said it. You guys played your asses off this year. You fucking did.
Yeah.
But you're not going any further.
No.
I mean, they're the only teams that are left are really fucking good teams. Seattle is not in here anymore. Minnesota is not in here anymore. Minnesota is probably the worst 12-4 team I've ever seen. 5 of their wins just squeaked by. Just squeaked by.
They had 11 one-score wins. Like,
right?
That was all luck. All luck.
Yes. So
like that one, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. There was just so many plays you could point out and be like, that wouldn't have happened. And if that happened, no, yeah, you're right. Yeah. They were like, they had the worst defense for run against. Like, they were frauds.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, man, the bad teams are all gone. Now everyone that you play is always going to be better than you.
Oh,
I don't care if it's the 49ers. I don't care if it's Dallas. I don't care if it's us or anyone in the AFC. Even Jacksonville is better than y'all. Sorry, but they are right now. Okay? I'm just saying everyone that is left is better than you. You guys got heart, but heart can only take you so far.
Yeah,
You will
eventually
see in this
talent's
game.
gonna show up.
Yes, you will see in this game there will become a point where talent over exceeds heart. I'm telling you right now, dude, 32-17. Eagles.
That's what I had. That was my prediction. Exact.
Yeah.
And I got called an idiot. But, all right. We whooped y'all week 1, 48-22, and then of course you used your backups, and then we didn't, but you guys played us well, of course. But it wasn't like we were trying really hard because we didn't want to re-injure Jalen. We were just trying to win the game, as easy as it was.
Bro,
We were just trying to win the game.
We played the most vanilla offense we have, and that is our preseason offense on week 18. Like
Yeah,
no
it
one
was
was
like
doing,
you're right. Vanilla.
Yeah. No one was doing anything. We didn't have to
Nope.
try that hard to beat y'all, and we knew that. And we weren't going to risk our starting quarterback's health just to whoop y'all's ass. so to speak.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
don't get all high and mighty. Like everybody knows Jalen Hurts would have ran all over you sons of bitches if he was 100%. And there was nothing that you were going to do about it.
Nope.
But
Fact.
now you are facing 100% Jalen Hurts. And even when he wasn't 100%, he's still both games 32 points.
And really, most of the interceptions he had this year weren't his fault. They were tipped balls that flew up in the air and unfortunately fell into the wrong hands.
It's not
There
like
was
he
a
had a
couple
lot
he
either.
threw. There was a couple he threw, but you know what? Like I said, the two in the Chicago game, listen, I am 100% okay with the picks. You want to know why? Because he came out and he literally told the truth. My hands were fucking froze, dog. That is what he
Dude,
said.
that game was it gets chilly in Chicago, man.
Like, no lie. This is his excuse. He's like, listen, he's like, I always come out in pregame warm up with the whole team. He's like, that's my thing that I do. He's like, but I didn't realize today how fucking cold it was. And I was out there during pregame warm ups, warming up with the guys instead of sitting back in the locker room and keeping warm. He was like, I was out there warming up. And even Slay said at one time, he was like, oh, hell no. He's like, I didn't do pregame warm up. He's like, I sat my ass in the locker room till the game started. But that's veteranship. You know, he knew. He's played in Chicago before. You know what I mean? Jalen, he's a team player. He's there to motivate his team to do the thing that he does the most. And he was out there doing his thing. And he even said, he's like, yeah, I probably should have spent the last 30 minutes back in the locker room. He's like, my hands were ice cold. He's like, I couldn't feel them. They were numb. When my quarterback says that, I can understand that because I've been cold like that before. You know what I mean? So I can't even imagine throwing a football being that cold. But once he warmed up, shit. You know, so I'm not worried about it because he admits his flaws. He admits his mistakes and he takes them on the chin and he moves on. And I love it.
Where's your take on the narrative that with Jalen and the way that he plays the game, just almost if not similar to Lamar Jackson, that we might be looking at a potential, if not similar, injury that we're dealing with Lamar Jackson? What do you take?
Lamar Jackson's injury is his knee.
Yeah,
didn't.
and with his running ability and the fact that Jalen's always running as well.
Why the fuck would I worry about something that hasn't happened?
I don't know. I'm just telling you I'm just giving you a conversation.
I know what you're saying. I'm just that's my answer back to the people who asked that question. Why would I worry about something that hasn't happened? If we all stress about something that hasn't happened, dude, we'd all look 80.
Oh, fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to
That's
stress
true.
about Jalen Hurts hurting his knee when he hasn't hurt his fucking knee. Why do that?
Sure.
It's pointless.
No, I know, but they're just saying like oh, look at the comparables. Look at the more that he runs, there's going to be there's going to be more of an opportunity for him to get that similar, if not identical, injury. Which is like, I understand and I can see it, but I almost feel like Jalen understands his body more, and who gives up more than I think Jalen when it comes to running quarterbacks. Jalen was the first one to slide. He's always like, and sometimes I gotta go on camera for. Sometimes he even slides, but I'm like, no, you could have got like 4 more yards, bro. But he's like, no, I'm not willing to take that opportunity. I'm not
Right.
taking that chance. So it's like, that's my counterpoint. That's why I wanted to come on, because it's like, you're all saying like he's like Lamar Jackson, but no, Lamar Jackson will fight for those extra, where Hurts is like, I'm gonna wait till the next play because I know I can get this. I know I can do it.
Oh yeah, no, he'll run out of bounds at the 3-yard line because he knows
Yeah.
the next play he'll score. Like, there's
Yeah,
no
exactly.
reason to
Yeah.
put his body at risk
Exactly.
when he knows he has one more play. Like, I
Exactly.
totally understand that. But
Mhm.
here's also the difference as well. Jalen is a fucking monster.
He's bigger.
Lamar's a pixie stick compared to Hurts. I mean, Hurts is built a lot better. A lot
Yeah.
better.
We
He's
haven't
thicker.
seen any Lamar
Yeah.
bench pressing 700-pound videos yet.
By the
where we've
way-
seen with our-
I gotta ask you guys this. Did y'all see the interview with him, Vic, and McNabb?
yes, with the quarterback.
With RG3?
Yes,
Yes. Okay. I was really amazed. Bro, did McNabb shrink? Dude, Jalen is bigger than McNabb. And everybody's saying he's a small dude. Did you not see that? In that interview, when you put Michael Vick and McNabb and
stood up.
Hurts stood next to each other, shoulder to shoulder, Hurts is bigger than both of them,
yeah. It was like, whoa, what the hell?
right?
Like, I thought, isn't McNabb 6'4" or something like that?
That's what I was thinking. So either McNabb shrank or something's up. Something ain't
Yeah.
matching up because Hurts is bigger than both of them. And isn't Michael Vick 6'4"?
I thought Vic's like 6'2"
6'2"
or 6'1".
Yeah, I thought Jalen was 5'11" or 6 foot. Isn't he?
I thought, Jalen was 6 foot. I thought for sure.
Well, then how the fuck is he bigger? And dude, not
Exactly.
just bigger height-wise, he's bigger body-wise. Like Jalen is wider. Now, granted, I get it. These guys have been out of football for a while, but the heights still don't match up.
No.
Vic's supposed to
Yeah.
be 6'2", and McNabb was supposed to be like 6'4".
ESPN has Jalen at 6'1".
Okay, what was McNabb?
I will give me a second.
Hey, it's 2 furlers.
Dude, I always thought Vic was like
Hey.
6'3", 6'4". I swear to God, I always thought
Vic
that.
is short.
Is he really?
McNabb is 6'2".
McNabb was taller than Vic, yeah.
Oh my God! What? I've always thought that McNabb was like 6'4". Wow, my mind's going bad. No, it doesn't matter though, dude. Hurts is
And
bigger
Vic
than
is 6 foot.
yeah. So but still, Hurts was bigger than both of them, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, damn, okay, I didn't realize that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but
No, I seen it too. I seen it. I was like, I didn't really catch it like you, but I remember it. I was like, why is McNabb on the end? But it's like he's smaller. It almost seemed like he was like, what's like? I thought McNabb was that big motherfucker that sat in the pocket and just threw cannons. It's like,
right?
Oh.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, dude. Like you gotta realize that.
I feel like the TV made him bigger or something. It's
Right.
like-
That's why I was totally shocked when I saw he was bigger than both of them because, dude, I took Vic to be like a 6'4" player. Maybe it's
Yeah,
how
no,
he
he's
played.
6 foot.
I thought he was bigger, you know?
Yeah.
And I always took McNabb to be taller than 6 foot. Like, that's crazy. You
Yeah,
know?
so he's like right in the middle.
Yeah. But we didn't worry about those guys.
No.
And after seeing Hurts next to them, I'm not worried about Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Like, Vic,
Yeah.
his legs, he had hamstring injuries, you know, where he pulled his hammies, but he never tore his legs up.
Right.
Cam Newton didn't have a leg injury, I don't think, right? No.
No, I'm pretty sure he hasn't had a leg injury. No.
If he did, it was towards the end of his career. But
Oh,
Yeah.
LaMelo just had a bad injury.
so that's
Damn.
what I'm saying, dude. Like, just because they run does not mean they're guaranteed to be hurt all the time.
Exactly.
That's kind
But,
of the
like-
long point I was getting to.
Yeah. Because they're like, like, look at the comparables, look at Kyler Murray, but it's like Kyler Murray is completely different even compared to Lamar Jackson. So it's like, you can't compare those two even. So it's like,
Kyler
stop it.
Murray's a fucking hobbit.
He's a mouse. Ooh. Alfonso.
How are my buddies doing from down the turnpike? How are
There
all you
you go,
Eagles
man.
fans
What are
doing?
you doing?
How you guys doing? How's everybody doing today?
It's Jeff.
So,
It's a Jeff.
Jeff.
Randy and further.
How you doing, Jeff? We're looking forward to seeing you Saturday.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing you
I'm
guys
looking
too.
forward.
You know,
to
it's going to be the
that
tiebreaker, the postseason tiebreaker. You know, we've competed 4 times in the postseason, tied 2-2. Eagles have the past 2. The Giants have the first 2. From 2008 to 2006 to 2001. What do you take? What do you think? What you got? You think
Who
you
am
can
I-
pull it out?
Who am I picking to win? Oh, I'm picking. Of course, of course, I'm picking the Giants to win. Are you guys crazy? Yeah, I'm really
No.
the Eagles. I'm picking the
No.
Giants to win. I think that the people think the Eagles are just going to run over us because we're the underdogs. Nobody still takes us seriously, and et cetera, et cetera. But I think the Giants are building something with the momentum they put together at the end of the season, as well as how they performed against Minnesota. Yes, Minnesota's defense is trash. I get it. We could all probably form an offense and go out there and beat that Minnesota defense. But at the same time, I love our coaching. And I think the reason why I'm so confident is our coaching staff is elite. Elite up and down. And that's what gives me the most confidence going in this game is they will be able to put together the schemes offensively and defensively to be given the best mismatches against your offense and your defense. And that's why I'm very confident we could win this game.
Put the crack pipe down, dog.
No. Nope.
I will agree. I do like Wink Martindale and Brian Dable way better than I do like Nick Sirianni and RDC. I will say that. I put it out there. I've said it. I think I like their play style way better than I do. Of course, the numbers are what they are with what we have, but I don't care. It's the players as much as it is the scheme. I don't care what people say to me. But Jeff, would you say that if you don't win this game, would you consider the season a failure then? Because are your aspirations are bigger now that you won that first game? Are you saying if you beat us, damn well you guys are a clear favorite to potentially go and get the Super Bowl? Or if you lose, are you like, you know what? We made strides way better than what we did last year. Look what we can do next year with a little bit more added on to the group as in player wise.
Oh, I mean, maybe some other Giants fans might feel some other way, but if we somehow don't win this game on Saturday, of course I'm going to be happy. I mean, did anybody really expect the New York Giants to be in the position that they're in right now? Who in their right mind said the New York Giants would be right now 1 game away from the NFC Championship? Who? Did anybody out there pick that? I sure as hell didn't.
I
know
did.
Giants fans.
I
We
did.
all did.
Hello.
Where have you been?
Hello,
NY?
you down there. I picked you to win.
Well, you were one of the few. I said
I
we win.
picked you.
I said we win 8 or 9 games. I did not think we'd be in the position we are. I did not think we'd make
Dude,
the
I
playoffs.
say the
was being
Giants
honest.
every single
no,
year, but
honestly,
the
I
only fault with your team is injuries, man. Finally had a season where the injuries weren't affecting your first stringers as much as it has been in the past few years.
Yeah.
Especially
But-
with Daniel Jones.
In all honesty, homie, I didn't have you guys going to the playoffs. I'm talking about the Minnesota game I had you winning.
That game I picked us to win too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I listen. What did I tell you before the season started? Y'all are gonna have a good year. I had you at 8 or 9 wins. Remember?
That's where I had it too. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what fucking happened.
Yes, it did.
And I'm telling you, I didn't know 8 or 9 wins would actually get you into the playoffs. So, to be honest, I thought you wouldn't make it, but everyone else just really fucking sucked. Like, if we're being honest, you know what I mean? y'all have done an amazing job this year. I will never take that credit away from y'all. Your coaches
Yeah.
are amazing. Your players have came, they've shown up, they've shown out, and y'all have had a terrific season. And I will never, ever, ever tell you didn't. I won't lie to you. And I'm going to be honest with you. I had you beating Minnesota. There's no ifs, ands, or buts because
So did everybody out there. Everybody
Kirk Cousins sucks ass, and we all know that. So
Yeah.
we knew you could win. But the buck stops.
What's up,
there.
Pornhub?
Pornhub. Pornhub.
But I love the confidence, bro. But see, that's what pisses me off about Minnesota because they gave y'all false hope, and I'm upset with them for that. Y'all had a great season, but after Saturday, bro, it's na.
Okay.
Hey, good.
Then go out there and beat us. That's all I'm gonna say. Go out
I
there.
ain't going out and doing shit.
I'm talking about your team. Go out there and beat us.
Dude,
Go out there and put
Jeff,
us
you
to
should really
rest.
go to a tailgate, man, at Philadelphia. You really would enjoy it, man. I know you would get a little bit of asshole, but tell you that they're not as bad as what you hear. You would be treated with welcoming arms and probably given a Philly cheesesteak and meet some really good Eagles fans along the way. It's not the type of tailgate. It's just the people that run their mouth and try to start stuff. Just
Like this guy.
don't start, or
You
you're
should.
gonna
I don't want
get bashed.
you to be nice. Why are you guys being
I'll
nice?
go with
It's
you,
Giants
Jeff.
Eagles week. Go ahead, rip
I'll go
my
with
team
you.
to shreds.
Listen,
ahead.
guys, we all know he's our brother. We love him with all our heart, and we do anything for him. But fuck this guy right here.
There you go.
Right?
I said the same thing. We're gonna
Hey
kick your
guys, I
ass.
gotta get going. I'm gonna
We're
say,
gonna fuck you in the
AK,
ass.
thank you for bringing
Not like
me on
that
board.
though,
But I
fucker.
gotta
It's
get
like Zach Galifianakis there.
All right, further appreciate you, sir.
Thank you, man.
It's
No
like Zach
problem,
Galifianakis on that one.
No.
No, fuck
I'm
you in the
tell-
ass.
I'm telling you, man, right now,
How
like
dare you? She's a nice lady.
she's a nice lady.
Language
She's
is
got a good
offensive.
pasta and she makes really good meatballs. Hey,
Your
Good
language
night.
is offensive.
Mom, the meatloaf. Fuck. Mom's always got the meatloaf.
At
No,
one
but I mean-
point, I even heard him. I saw he had rape in his eyes.
Get rapey eyes.
Hey, what? You saw it at my bottom? They love to, man. Movies?
But no, Jeff. Yeah. Sorry. Fuck.
Get the
Fuck.
fuck on
Fuck.
me?
You want
Fuck
the
your
fuck
dad.
out of me?
What the fuck on me? No, it's fine. You know what? I'm glad you're saying that because we're rivals. We're bitter rivals. So this is a big week for you guys. And the thing that gives me the most confidence is I know it's a bullshit excuse, but we're playing with house money. All the pressure is on you guys. Nobody expects us to win. Nobody expects us to win. They expect you to whitewash us. They expect you to kick our ass. So we are going into this be like, you know what? Why the hell not us? Why not us? So I'm going into this game like every other Giants fan, whoever it is, Lou, Mac, Pat, Joel, Miz, every one of our Giants guys, we're going in here and we're going in for a fight and we're expecting us to come out on top. We really do because we have confidence after that last game. Delusional or not.
You want
Delusional or
the
not.
you want the answer to that one?
Go for
Why
it.
not you?
Yeah, go for it.
But you ain't good enough, dog.
Okay. And Minnesota's better than us too. We beat
Minnesota sucked. They were the worst 12-4 team I've ever fucking
I
seen
don't
in my
care.
They're
life.
frauds. They've been frauds for like the whole year.
them. We still
Come
beat
on,
them.
man.
I don't
Stop.
care. No, I'm just saying. Just saying. Any given
Jeff,
Saturday
they
or
were
Sunday.
frauds. You gotta admit they were
Okay,
frauds.
let me ask you
Saturday
this
or
question.
Sunday.
Let me ask you this question right now. And obviously, I shouldn't be asking it because I know you're going to go with your team no matter what. But inside, I know you're going to say what I'm saying.
Go for it.
Right now, if you played Jacksonville, you really think you'd win?
Yes. Yes, I do. No, I'm really I'm not even just being like a Homer Giants fan. I do. Why
You
not?
you think you could beat the 49ers?
I will admit, I think out of all the teams that are left in the playoffs, the 49ers might give us the biggest trouble. I do. I do think the 49ers. If Purdy doesn't self-destruct, and he better, I hope that Dallas gets their ass kicked next week. Because my biggest nightmare is if, God forbid, we lose to you and Dallas beats San Francisco, and I got to watch you motherfuckers both play in the NFC Championship game.
They'll be joining
I might self-destruct as a fan. I might like literally just turn off football for the rest of the week. Like,
they'll be joining you on that couch. Trust me, it's fine.
I hope so.
San Francisco will definitely. Listen, I don't know what the fuck kind of game Tampa was playing when they played Dallas Monday night, but bro, that was piss poor. Offensive, defensive, like they handed Dallas that game. Like I'm not even playing with you, bro. Todd Bowles was not playing defense, and Leftwich was not playing offense. I don't know what the hell they were doing, but that was a terrible game by Tampa, and we all have to admit that.
No, he's not a good head coach. Todd Bowles should never be a head coach. He's a great defensive coordinator, but he's not a head coach. He's already proven it once with the Jets, and unfortunately he proves it again because their team has talent. They have pretty much the same roster they had last year, and they just absolutely spit the bed. They couldn't do anything right. Maybe Tom Brady finally got old. Randy got his wish. Tom Brady sucked. So, there's Randy with that big grin on his face. But he'll be back next year, by the way, Randy. And I'm just going to say.
Okay.
He'll be back on the Eagles. No, I'm just kidding.
He will go to a fucking TV booth.
All right,
Take that goddamn TV
because
money.
you just said that, your team is really fucking losing now, bro.
Okay,
I'm glad you said that.
What Eagles fan in their right mind is picking the Giants to win? Like, what Giants fan in their right mind is picking the Eagles fan to win? Come on, let's just be real here.
I don't want you to say that. Listen, I already told you, dog. I know what you're saying on the inside. I don't care what you're saying on the outside.
I'm saying, my inside saying right now, we're going to Lincoln Financial Field and we're breaking that goddamn long curse against you guys.
Well, then your inside is just as crazy as your outside.
Then if we lose, I will humble up like I did the couple of times we're on the streams with you guys, and I will say you guys were the better team. I did it twice. I'll do it again.
Dude, it's not my fault you're a Giants fan. I got to say this shit.
Social media platforms.
Jeff, I don't want to hurt you, goddammit.
Yeah, I
Just
don't
quit.
want to.
No.
I just have to. I don't want to. I have to.
Yeah. It's okay.
Hooray.
I'm gonna stick by my team, and I really have confidence that we can beat you guys. I do.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
It's fair,
I'll
bro.
give you that.
I would not be a Giants fan if I said, oh no, why do we even play the game? You guys are going to kick our ass. It's just going to be a whitewashing.
I just call you a realistic Giants fan.
This is Giants-Eagles playoff football. We hate each other. This is one of the best rivalries in the NFL. And we always play close when we get to this point. I think we have a legit chance to win this game. I do. Because of our coaching. Our coaching is elite. And what do you need in these type of playoff atmospheres? Great coaching. And our team is peaking.
Bro,
being
hold
honest.
up. Listen, never mind. I'm just gonna shut up.
No, say it. Say it.
No, he did say it. He did say it. They're peaking. They just peaked.
Okay.
After Saturday.
No.
Okay.
What I was gonna say is easy with the E word, dog. Like I love Driscoll, or I love your head coach. I love your defensive coordinator. But bro, they only won 9 games. There is a lot of other coaches out there that would be very pissed right now to hear you call them elite.
They are. No, it's the coaching staff. Coaching staff.
Yeah, but
including
you
the positional coaches.
I know, but you got to put a little bit more time in.
Did you see what our Did you see what our wide receiver coach has done with guys that did not even deserve to be in the league? And he turned these guys into decent players.
Whoa! Who the fuck are you to say they shouldn't be in the league?
What? All right. What team right now would have Isaiah Hodgins, who was on the practice squad of the Bills in the middle of the season, Richie James, who was the 4th slot receiver on this team, and Darius Slayton, who was benched at the beginning of the season as your top 3 wide receivers, and they're going out there and they're balling right now for the Giants.
Bro,
be real.
no,
When we had Carson Wentz.
I'm not
And I'll
saying
give
that.
you credit too.
I'm not saying that though, Jeff. What I'm trying to tell you is just because they weren't drafted or they were on someone's practice squad doesn't mean the kids can't play. Only 1% of the world's population is drafted in the NFL. Okay. Secondly, you know, Adam Thielen was an undrafted free agent. There is very talented guys who are not drafted. You don't have to be drafted, bro.
I know.
And just because they weren't drafted doesn't mean they suck. They're just not as good as everyone else, but they're still talented. Like, let's easy with the smashing of. They're just
Well,
you know.
listen to our fan base because they pretty much smashed our wide receiver core the entire season.
Well, then they're fucking idiots because that receiving core got you to the playoffs.
I think it's mostly because of our coaching staff and the fact that you guys can trash him all you want, but Daniel Jones is becoming a very good quarterback.
I'm not
Plain and
trashing
simple.
him. I'm not
Plain and
trashing
simple.
Daniel. I said he played one hell of a game against Minnesota, and he did.
You know what, William?
I can't say nothing.
William? Galbraith? Keep thinking that way. That's fine. Because if the Giants go out there and they make it competitive and they end up beating you guys, what are you going to say?
I can tell you right now, I'm 100%.
If it happens, because it's possible it can happen.
I'm
Let's just be
100%
real.
with him, bro. Okay, if we lose, it is totally because of JG. It is totally because he just totally fucking sucked and outplayed himself. There is no reason JG should lose this game. And we've been saying it all week long. The only thing that we fear the rest of this season is our coaches. Because our coaches have been probably the ones that, out of the whole team of players and all the staff and everything, our coaches has probably been the most up and down. Our players don't go up and down. They do what they're supposed to do. And in fact, sometimes we are so good of a team that our players correct their mistakes. I've seen it. Okay? And
Yeah,
that's what I'm
I
saying.
said it
So
in the last
JG
stream.
can totally blow this game for us. It just all depends.
I said in the last stream, Jeff. X factors are for the Eagles, Jonathan Gannon on our OC, or Hurts. That's it. Like that. Those are the X factors for
What
the
about
Eagles.
Steichen? What about Steichen on offense?
That's what I meant. Our OC, our offensive coordinator.
But you also have to realize, coach is coach. You could put out the crappiest sequence. You could say the crappiest plays or anything. Your players are on the field. They got to execute those plays too. That's
Yeah,
why when
but
I
just
get
'cause
on the
they
coaches, I crap
We
on the
have
players
them.
when they don't execute the plays.
Okay,
We
let me
We
tell
definitely
you
have the
this.
players to execute.
Yes, this is where we differ. My players execute these plays. All right, I look at football as a game of chess. Your people playing this game are the coaches. Your players are the chess pieces. You're only playing and doing what the coaches tell them to do. In the end, it's one coach against the other coach, and which one's better is who wins. Okay, you can execute every single play perfectly, but if it is not the right play to play against the defense that the defensive coordinator is playing, it's going to be a bad play. You can only run certain plays against cover 3. You can only run certain plays against cover 2. You can only run certain plays against cover 1. Certain plays work in certain defensive schemes. If you call the wrong play while they're playing a different defensive scheme and you don't pick up on that quick enough, that play ends up being a very bad play and possibly a turnover. So even though you execute the play right, if they're in the right defense at the right time, that completely changes everything. If that makes any sense at all.
And now you wonder why I'm so confident, because I believe my coaching staff is a lot better than yours. All
Well,
around.
they're
I
not
do
though,
believe my
because my
coaching staff-
coaches only lost 3 games, bro. So no,
Because
they're
you're
not.
elite. Because you just said it before. Your talent is elite. Your coaching staff doesn't need to do much when you have talent all over the place like you do. We don't. Remember, we
They
don't
still
have
have to
talent.
coach the
We're not
games,
that
dog.
good. And the players have to go out there and execute.
Yes, but they still have to coach and call
And
the
the players
game.
have to make the plays on the field.
Randy, this is
Exactly. That's the point.
You can coach them all you want. The players can execute the plays. What's the point?
Because that's my point. You're making my point. My point is obviously my coaches are calling the right plays because we only lost 3 games. We would have lost more than 3 games if they were calling the wrong plays. So even though we have issues with them because of the way that they call games, as in soft coverage, not blitzing, or not running enough, that's just us being picky. As fans, that's us wanting something that we want to see. But in the end, these coaches aren't calling a bad game. JG is first in every defensive category for a fucking reason, because he's a good fucking coach. And his players.
Why do I hear your coaches all the time? Why are your fans all the time bashing this dude, thinking he sucks?
Because like we just mentioned, we expect more from our defense and expect more from our team, but our coach has a certain style that he likes to play, and that style is not really predicated to what we want to see.
But not just that.
Okay.
We also bash him because there is a difference what you see and what stats say. And it's kind of off of what Randy is speaking about. What we see on the field is no press coverage. We see him laying off and playing off coverage and giving these guys slants. And to us, it doesn't work all the time. And that's sometimes why we give up big plays. That's why we gave up a 3rd and 30 to Dallas, okay? Where all he had to do was just put some pressure on, and maybe that 3rd and 30 doesn't happen, okay? But what you see and what stats say are 2 totally different things. We see weaknesses because we're watching the game, and they might look bad, but statistically they're not as bad as what we think because he's first in every fucking category. In the end, ultimately, it's us just being picky. That's why we bitch. You know what I mean?
I hear where you're coming from. I just believe that it's the combination of the coaching and the players. It's got to be the both of them together. And I understand. But you guys also have elite talent that have to go out there and execute the plays that are called by the head coach or the coordinators. I understand where you're coming from. I do.
Well, your talent has to do that too.
I know, and I've said that before. I have made the point multiple times about the Giants and why I get frustrated more with the talent than I do the coaching. I've gotten frustrated with my coaching too. Trust me. I've gotten frustrated that Kapka becomes too predictable sometimes, and I think Wink Martindale sometimes blitzes too much. Now, at the same time, if they call the right play, for instance, the play with Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley, when Barkley had a wide open pass and Daniel Jones threw him a little bit wide, and Jones and Barkley dropped it. That was a perfectly executed coaching job, but the players didn't execute the play in front of them. That's where I'm coming from with these certain types of schemes, offensively and defensively. You could call a great play, but if the players out there can't execute the play correctly, what the hell's the point? That's why I'm saying it's a mix of both. That's why I'm saying it's a mix of both. Great coaching and as well as the players needing to execute those plays given to them by the coaches.
Yeah, see, we don't have too many of those. I can think back to a couple games whenever, we had that one game our offensive line started out real shitty. We had penalty after penalty after penalty, but they cleaned it up. They figured it out, and they won the game. But we don't have many games like that, dude. In fact, our players are. Yeah, but we have dumb games like that, and it's very few. We might have one week 2, and then it will be week 8 till we have another one. It's iffy with us. But we don't mess up, dude. We only lost the last 3 games or last 2 games before week 18 because of Minshew. If you had Jalen Hurts against Dallas, you win that game. If you have Jalen Hurts against Saints, you definitely win that fucking game. It's just Minshew could not do what Jalen Hurts does. I like that. So, I mean, it's fine, but you got to realize something, too. Jalen Hurts did not run against y'all week 18. We wouldn't run him.
I know.
It's a lot different.
Well, remember, we had our players pretty much sitting out that game. We were playing our backups.
Yeah, I know, but we were also running the most vanilla offense you've ever seen. In fact, I'm pretty sure our offense was our preseason offense, the one that looks like shit. Because Jalen was not moving.
I think both teams were running it pretty much. It was a preseason game. That's why I'm not going to take any stock in that Week 18 game, because neither team really went out there and showed them anything.
But if you think for 1 second that's the offense you're getting this
No,
week,
I know it's not. I know it's not. I know you
No.
guys are going to come out with some certain plays, and trust me, I'm not, a complete Homer Giant fan. I do believe there's some things on your team that concern me. I would not be the same. And you guys have to say the same thing about the Giants. There's some things that probably concern you about our team. You have to be real.
do you
Not
want to know?
everything's gonna be
Do you want to
100%
know my only
perfect.
concern about your team, bro?
Shoot.
I said it last night, and I'll say it again.
Like, you had like 4
All right.
copyrighted. Oh my God.
There's only one thing
One of the
that
biggest-
my team has been really shitty at all year long defensively. Do you know what that is?
Stopping the run.
That clip
No.
got copyrighted. That was like the only time I got a copyright.
Stopping the quarterback from running. How
That's
many
what Daniel
quarter
Jones does
Justin
the best.
Fields? Justin Fields?
Blitz.
I said it. Spy the shit out of him, or he's going to kill you on the ground. He had one hell of a day on the ground. Yeah, we won that game, but it could have been a lot worse if he would have spied him.
Yeah.
You know, even other quarterbacks and DJ, he can scramble. He's got wheels. We all know that. We're not stupid. I want to see JG make sure he doesn't fucking go nowhere. If you stop Daniel Jones from running and Saquon from running, we win this game. That's all they got to do. Just not let you run quarterback or halfback, and this game is over. But you have to stop DJ, and we are terrible at stopping QB runs for some reason. I don't know. He just acts like the QB doesn't exist and doesn't run.
Yeah. And I'll be honest too. What worries me about you guys is the middle of the field with Dallas Goedert. I think that I have confidence in Adoree Jackson. Oh, appreciate that, William. Thank you. I have a confidence that Adoree Jackson can do a good job against either AJ Brown or Devontae Smith. Fabian Moreau, I got to see it more. I think that you guys will try to go after one of those guys. And I said it on Coach Ed's stream that he did a little earlier. I think Quez Watkins could be a factor for you guys, and if you don't even realize it. I think he could be that third receiver, run up against Darnay Holmes or the rookie Cordell Flott. He's that field stretcher for you guys, much like Darius Slayton is with us. So I think that guy could be a mismatch in the middle of our field because we struggle with our coverage with our linebackers. And I really believe that you guys can expose us in the middle of the field. I can't front. I'm not going to homer it out and say we're just going to do everything perfect. We're not. And honestly, the other thing that worries me is Evan Neal has not looked that great towards the end of the season. He had a better game against Minnesota, but he struggled with his pass protection. And I would not be shocked. Now, I'm going to say it. I will homer on this. I don't expect Andrew Thomas to give up pressures on the left side. He's been great. He's been phenomenal at the left tackle position. But
That's his favorite player.
I will say, I would not be shocked if you put Hassan Reddick every single time on the right side against Evan Neal because he's your best pass rusher, and Evan Neal is right now played as our weakest offensive lineman, and you're going to try to use that to expose our weakness on the offensive line. I do think Thomas is playing great, and not because he's my favorite player. I do think he's playing great right now, but Neal has struggled. So I do think the Giants might have to, especially if Reddick starts getting towards the backfield, I do think we might have to shade Bellinger or one of our tight ends on the outside to help out against Neal. That's what I want to see, if Neal can hold up on the outside against Reddick. Is Sweat playing, by the way? Is Josh Sweat playing or no?
Yeah.
He is play. Okay, so he is going to play. So you guys are probably going to put a lot of pressure on the right side because I think the left side will do okay. But, yeah, that's what worries me the most is the inside of our linebackers and the right tackle.
I get that. I do. I mean, you got a team that has 70 fucking sacks on the year. I'd be a little worried too. You only say Riddick, but everyone will eat.
Oh, I know everybody.
I mean,
everybody on that
the
defense
last
line.
time we played you, we sacked DJ 10 times.
Yeah, I know. I know you're right.
And I'm pretty sure that was. Wait, when was the first game again?
I think it was week 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, dude, listen, Ndamukong Suh and LJ are going to be very big key components to that defensive line this week. All right, I'm telling you that they're not going to let Saquon go in the middle for sure. Like that's the one thing they're going to make sure. He's going to get his yards. I'm not going to bullshit. Your players who are supposed to get their yards will get their yards. I'm not saying your guys' like I said, 32-17. You're going to get yards. You're going to get points. It's inevitable. You guys can score. I understand that. But we can score a lot more. And we have a lot worse players that you have to worry about. Yeah, you had Justin Jefferson, but there's 2,000-yard wide receivers.
Trust me, nobody's praised the
1,000-yard
receivers. Yeah, I praised you guys the entire time. You even heard me in the offseason, AK. I talked about your playmakers. I talked about all those guys and said that they're really good. Every single one of them. I've been on the Devontae Smith train since the beginning. I said A.J. Brown is not the guy that worries me the most. It's Devontae Smith out of your receivers because that guy is an elite, not good, elite route runner. That's how good he is. He's the guy that worries me more than A.J. Brown. So I think that I'm not foolish. I know that we have some things that you guys can expose us. But at the same time, we have some players on our team that are playing very confident that can go out there and cause mismatches for you guys too. We do. I think like Randy has said. Randy, you even said it. Daniel Bellinger is a guy that could be a problem for you guys in the middle of the field. And Bellinger is becoming a solid dual threat tight end. Not great, but he's solid. He can make some of those big catches over the middle of the field. Richie James, I believe Avonte Maddox is not playing. So if Avonte Maddox is what was that?
To get all these employees.
What? Oh, I'm watching a YouTube video. I'm watching TV.
Oh,
Fucking mute your shit.
Mitch, your shit then, Mitch.
Jesus, you're a rookie?
As I was saying before, I think
Maddox
Avonte
is
Maddox isn't playing. He is playing. Okay, so now I was going to
He's
say Richie
questionable.
James would be a guy. Richie James would be a guy I'd look for in the middle. I mean, halftime, that could happen. You could beat us by that much, but you never know. All I'm going to say is that with Giants and Eagles, we know how the two of us play against one another. If you think it's going to be a blowout, I think you're going to be sadly mistaken. I really believe that these two teams are going to play closer than people think. I do. Because I think both these teams know each other now. Both coaches on both coaching staff know what the other one does well, and they're going to do and call up these different types of schemes to try to get the advantage against one another. But I really believe it's going to be a very close game. I do. I think the Giants are playing with very, very, very strong confidence right now. I mean, if we lose, then it is what it is. Like I said, I'll congratulate you guys for as much as it'll kill me. I'll say congratulations. You were the better team.
No, man, listen, I've already told you. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and God forbidding, if anything happens and we end up losing, I'll be the first person to say congratulations, Jeff. Like, you're David and we were Goliath, and you fucking took us down because being the record that we have, obviously, we see ourselves as being one of the best, if not the best teams in the league. But I just don't see us losing.
That's fine, as you should. As you should. You're an Eagles fan.
If
you guys are going to lose, I would be shocked.
Bro, it's like I told
me as a Canadian, right away, the first thing I said is I'm sorry, but I am. I'm sorry that my Eagles are going to whoop your team's ass, but I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. I expect you to say that. If you didn't, you wouldn't be an Eagles fan. I expect you to say you're going to whoop our ass, and I'm going to say the same thing as a Giants fan. I think we're going to whoop your ass. Why else would I not say that?
I know, but I mean, listen, I said it the first two games, and I'll say it this game. It just, listen, I respect your team, bro. As much as I want to throw up saying that, I respect your team.
It's the same thing.
They've done a hell of a team. They've done a hell of a job this year for what they have and what they went through. They've done excellent. Okay, but just like the first two games, there is going to come a time where talent overtakes heart. And you're going to see that. Like, it's inevitable, bro. It's like the Matrix. It's inevitable. Okay? You're going to see the talent take over and overexceed what you have. And listen, do not be mad about it. Because like I said, y'all, what you guys have done this year, holy fucking shit. Minnesota should feel really bad right now. That's what I got to say. And Kirk Cousins should be gone this offseason. Like, y'all should have got – I hope y'all just got him fired. I really do.
No, he's coming back. The Vikings already said they're committing to Cousins next year.
What?
He'll be back. Yep. Vikings already said they're committing to him next year.
Listen, if they want to continue being losers, that's their call.
They're obviously fine with just making the playoffs but not winning anything.
Yeah. Well, AK, I'll say this real quickly. No, trust me. I'm a Giants fan that's being realistic. I want us to win. As a fan, I think we're going to win it all. Why the hell would I not say that? But at the same time, I mean, if we lose, I'll probably be more pissed off because we lost to you guys because I just have a hatred towards the Eagles, like a vulgar hatred towards the Eagles. Like you guys have a vulgar hatred towards us. But at the same time, am I going to be pissed at the team? You know, am I going to be pissed at the team? Like, oh, well, they didn't meet expectations. They didn't get to where I thought they. Hell fucking no. I didn't expect this team to be in the position they're in right now. No way. I'm going to be proud. I am proud of this football team. As a Giants fan, I am so damn proud for what this coaching staff has done, for what Daniel Jones has done, for Saquon Barkley, for all the Giants fans that have shat on Barkley and Jones and all these guys that have been here. I am proud as a Giants fan for what this team has given us this year.
Yeah. No,
And then
and you should be.
And it's going to make us even more pumped because when we finally get better talent, because it's coming, we will get better, a lot better. And when we do, then other teams in the NFC, you're going to have to really worry about us because we are going to be a big-time team going forward as long as we stay healthy. Because we're playing like this with house money, it's going to become a Giants can become a very scary team in the future.
Randy wants to say something.
Go ahead, Randy.
That's when you do, because when you do, we be still winning and whooping your ass.
I don't know about that.
No,
Records.
We're going to keep up with you. As long as Howie's in building, man, he's going to make the right moves to keep
And
us up.
we got Mr. Shane. Joe Shane is going to bring you that pain.
Yeah, and your
Yes, I
ass,
really
not
will.
How
ours.
long did it take you to think that one up?
Why are you talking about my ass?
What?
Randy just said like in my ass. Talking about pain in the
You
ass.
said pain in your ass. I'm like, yeah, your ass, not ours.
No, there's gonna be no pain. No, there's gonna be no more pain in the
Gee.
ass. Streaks are meant to
Separate
be
gang.
broken. Streaks are meant to be broken, and one day it's going to happen. It will.
Yeah.
We will beat
It's
you
not
at that
Saturday.
damn stadium.
Listen, you know, you sit
We'll see.
there and you talk about hatred between our teams, you know, and I like to look at the NFC East as we are a brotherhood. Like I will tell you this right now, I've seen us as Giant fans, Eagle fans, and even Cowboy fans. When somebody fucks with our division, we come together real quick.
Oh, you're done. Yeah,
We
that is
defend
true.
ourselves. We defend our division very well.
Mhm.
And that's why I had that one issue with that one dude over the summer. I was like, bro, how dare you make me agree with a Dallas fan? Like, I hate you even more just for doing that, you know?
Yeah.
Because I never want to be caught agreeing with a Dallas fan, but it happened. So,
It happened.
but I look at this division as Dallas and the Eagles are the twin brothers, the old twin brothers. And all we do is just kind of punch each other in the face. And we go back and forth all the time. You guys are the middle child. You
For
get
now.
picked on.
now.
No, always.
No, that's
sorry,
not because
always.
we've been bad. No, because
You
we're-
get picked on because that's just how it is. For now, that's where we stand. You are the middle child, and you get picked on. You know,
Mhm.
and yeah, there's times you punch us in the mouth, but then we knock you back down to where you're supposed to be. Like, hey,
recently,
you know what?
yes, that is true.
Props to you for trying. You tried to take on the older brother, but we knocked you down a peg. Stay there, you know. And then you got Washington. Washington's the redheaded stepchild that no one wants. They're just there. Like they're the most annoying thing. They're the pain in our ass and your ass, and we're just like, shut the fuck up. Like, you're no one. You're never going to be no one. Like, just sit in the back of the van and just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That is our division, bro, in a nutshell. We are the drivers in the driver's seat. Dallas is in the passenger seat, pissing us the fuck off because he won't shut the fuck up. You're in the middle seat just yapping away, and we're both turning around smacking you in the head. And then you got Washington just staring out the fucking window. No one talking to him. That is our division.
Oh, I hear what you're saying, but I strongly disagree because we
I know
are
you do.
the
I
only
know
reason
you
why you're saying that is because we have been, you know why we're the middle child right now? Because we've been bad for a decade. But when we get better and we're the team that we were in the 2000s, guess what? You all are sitting in the back seat and we're the ones driving the car.
Hold
you know
on,
that's a fact.
motherfucker. Hold
Yes,
up,
we are.
motherfucker. We
Yes,
are
we
never
are.
in the fucking back
Yo,
seat.
you are in
We
the
are
passenger
never in the
seat.
back seat.
You are in the
You
passenger seat
shut
when
up.
we are
No.
running, when we are driving
No.
the car, when we
No.
are on top of our game.
No.
Yes, we are.
No.
We are behind that wheel,
No.
and we are driving that goddamn car, and we are smacking you off the side like you guys are a gnat away
Is this
from
not,
your
is
face.
this not for real right now?
Yeah, I'm
Somebody
saying
call
it.
a wambulance.
No, I'm saying it right because we haven't been good. That's why we're the quote unquote middle child.
Motherfucker,
'cause
get it
we've
right.
sucked for
There is
10
now
years.
and then. No, there's now and then we let your happy ass come and sit on our
okay.
lap and drive the
Mhm.
car for a little bit, but then we put your ass right back where you belong.
Okay.
Don't get it twisted. You're never in the driver's seat. You're always on the lap.
And sometimes Dallas is in the driver's seat smacking you guys around.
No, Dallas is not. They have that little toy fucking 2-year-old steering wheel attached to the dashboard over there, and they beep beep now and then. That's what they fucking do.
That's banned.
All I'm going to say is you guys think you're driving that car, there's going to be a day where somebody's going to rip you out of that driver's seat and just take over that car. You know what's happening.
This isn't Grand Theft Auto. This isn't
Bro,
Grand Theft
yeah,
Auto.
I
No
was
one
just
ripping me out
about
of
to
my
say
ticket.
that, bro. There ain't no popping locks in this motherfucker.
Okay,
We own it.
okay. Yeah, for now you do. Back in the
And it's-
2000s,
no,
we owned you.
We own it.
We owned you in the 2000s.
Listen.
We owned you.
I'm not here for history lessons, dog.
And there's going to be a time when we own you. It happens all the time with these two teams. We go on streaks. You own us. We own you. You own us.
No,
we
we
own
just
you.
let you think you own us.
No, you don't. No,
Yes,
you don't.
Yes.
Oh man, you guys are on a almighty high horse, thinking that you guys are the shit. But I'm telling you, there's going to be that moment where you're going to get knocked the fuck off, and one of us is going to take that right from you, and you're going to be like, what happened?
You know what's
What
sad
just
right now,
happened,
dude?
guys?
I know he's got a smile on his face.
Oh, I do. No, I am
Exactly.
smiling. I am
See,
smiling.
I knew
No,
it.
I'm
I can
smiling.
tell. I know.
No, I'm smiling because I think it's funny.
No,
I
you're
really do.
smiling because this is fun.
No, it's not. It's not fun.
It is fun.
It's not fun.
Well, I'm getting
I
a
just think-
big kick out of this.
No, it's fine. You know what? Be as cocky as you guys want. That's fine. You know what? You've been the better team over the past 10, 15 years. I can't lie. Even if I tried to be, the biggest homer in the world, you guys have been the better team. You have owned us. You guys have beaten us the majority of the times. But it don't mean that things can't change. It doesn't.
Oh no, I'm not talking
It doesn't mean
about
that things can't change.
but
Doesn't
it ain't
not mean
changing
that.
right now.
But we are not. Don't ever call the New York Football Giants the middle child. Because guess what? If we're talking about revisionist history, y'all are the middle child. Because we are right up top with all them Super Bowls sitting in our cases right near the Dallas Cowboys. I don't care. You can say, oh, past is the past. Why is he bringing up the past now? That's all he does. You can't call a team that's got the amount of championships and success that we have had in our organization a middle child. That is disrespectful to the New York Giants legacy. That is. I think
Listen,
that
we
all
gave
three
you
of
the
us-
whole middle seat,
all
dude.
three of
How
us-
greedy do you want?
No. 'Cause we
You
have
got
been
the
in
whole
that
seat.
driver's
Lay
seat too.
down. Lay down
We
and
are-
take a nap.
We
Enjoy
are
the
a
ride.
sleeping giant that is starting to finally wake up. And we are
You're
coming.
asleep.
We
You're
are
a sleeping.
coming.
You're a sleeping giant right now that has a big fucking gas fart. That's what you are. It's eventually going to go away
Okay.
and you'll settle back down.
Okay.
Relax, sir.
No,
Relax.
I'm not. I mean, you guys, that is disrespectful for the Giants organization. Like, the Giants' legacy by saying we're a middle child to the Eagles and the Cowboys.
You are.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you, bro.
No, bro. Bro, no. Come on. I would never say that about, you know what? I would never say that about the Eagles and the Cowboys. I put all three of us in that same realm. I would. And Washington's
That's
been that.
because you're a nice
that
guy,
team.
dude.
Yeah, you know what? I got it because I respect all the legacies of those teams. The Eagles, the Giants, and the Cowboys have all had tremendous legacies over their tenures for years. Just our freaking idiotic organization at the time didn't know what the hell they were doing, so we fell off from where we were before. But now that we actually have competent people running the front office and running the coaching staff, the Giants will become a better organization and get to the point that we all know we can be. So I'm just defending my organization, saying that we are no middle child to any team in the NFC East. We are right there with you guys, and we are finally, thank the fuck God, turning things around and becoming the team that we know we could be and the respected organization that we know we could be too. I'm sorry, that one got me off. That one pissed me off. And I don't usually get pissed off about that one, but that's a disrespect to the Giants organization. Say we're a middle child to you guys. Bull the fuck shit. We are not a middle child to anybody in that NFC East. No way. That's the most fired up you're going to ever hear me about this kind of stuff because that's disrespectful to me. I do. I would never say that about you. Call me a nice guy or not. The Giants are no middle child to anybody in that division. Just saying. Just saying.
I really don't know how to answer that one, bro. I mean, listen, that it is definitely opinion based when you look at it in that way.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Dallas is going to say they drive the motherfucker, but we all know they're
Exactly. It's opinion based. Exactly.
But
and what fan is going to say? Well, Washington Times will probably say they're driving the damn car. The Washington.
Bro. First off, if any Washington fan ever sits there and says that they're driving the van, we're getting them a CAT scan.
That's true.
Because they ain't driving shit. We all know that.
Yeah.
No, they're definitely on the back seat.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, but they're going to say it because they're fans. That's just how they feel. Fans are going to defend their team, and they're going to be like, that's what we feel in our heart of hearts. And
yeah,
I
but
get
you still got to have a little bit to back that up, though, bro. They don't have much to back that up.
We haven't been great in the past, decade or so, but we've had moments where we were driving that goddamn car, and you guys were all sitting in the back or in the side. So we've had moments where we were driving that car.
Exactly. So don't get offended. Right now, you're the middle child. So what? Enjoy it. Who knows, 5 years down the line, we could be the middle child. It varies, but right now we're driving the van. Right now, Dallas is second. You're in the middle, and Washington's their seats reserved.
You're right. That you're right about this moment right now. You're absolutely right.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
You and Dallas.
That's what he was saying all along.
That's what I've been saying all along, dude.
Well, I didn't know because you weren't clarifying if that's the case. I'm talking about long term.
I don't give a shit about long term. I only care about right now.
Well,
why do you think he said he wasn't here for a history lesson? He said he wasn't here for a history lesson, so
I don't
he was
care
just
what
meaning
you
right
did
now.
20 years ago, bro. I don't care what you did 10 years ago or 5 years ago. I only care about this season.
All right. Well, right now, that's true.
Yeah.
But
that's why I was wondering why you were being offended. I was like, what the fuck?
But if the Giants beat the Eagles and then we play the Cowboys and we they beat them because it could happen. Crazier shit has happened in the NFL. Guess what? We're back to driving.
He does have a point, AK.
No, I know you're right, man.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's just you can't. I'm going by just the legacy because you were bringing up over the timeline of the timeline.
The
Giants have been a very good team at times too. We've just been we've been sleeping. Just to put it together, we've been a sleeping organization. I can't front. You have been the best team for the past decade and a half. You have been. You've been the most successful team consistently. We've had spurts, and the Cowboys. They're more of the middle child because they have moments in the regular season where they're good, but when it comes to the playoffs, they fuck it up.
Yeah, but don't they have more NFC East titles than you since 2000?
Isn't it about winning? Winning when it counts?
It's always about winning, dog.
And the Giants and the Eagles have won when it counts recently, and the Cowboys have not.
No, I understand that, but I'm speaking on this one. What you were talking about, from the division with the Eagles. I said, doesn't Dallas have more NFC East titles though than you since 2000?
I think we only have honestly one.
Don't you have 3 or 4?
No, we haven't really won the NFC East that much. We've been a wild card when we won the Super Bowls. We didn't. I think we.
I thought you won it a couple times in the early 2000s, didn't you?
We might have won in one of the 2000s. No, we did win in 2000 when we went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We were the number 1 seed that one year. And then we won in 2011 when we beat the Cowboys in week 18 for the division.
Yeah.
2006, I think that was you guys, I believe. No, wait, was it us? 2008, I think we won the division. Yeah, 2008, we won the division.
Yeah.
But we lost, obviously, to you guys because, well, We self-destructed. And then 2007, we were wild card. I think we've won the division like 2 or 3 times in like the last 20 years. We have not won the division much. You guys and the Cowboys have won it the most. We when we get in the playoffs, though, that's when the Giants become unpredictable. It's the one thing about us. When we make the playoffs, we become very unpredictable. Because you don't know when we might go on one of those runs. It just happens with this organization.
I know.
Crazy ass runs that takes us. To
You've
Super
won it
Bowl.
5 times.
And it might
Jeff.
happen this year. You don't know.
What?
4.
You've won it
4.
5 times: 1987, 1991, 2001, 2008, 2012.
Oh, you're talking
Wait,
about
say that
divisions,
again?
divisional. I think even Super Bowls.
Well,
No,
I'm talking
no.
NFC Championships.
No, I'm talking about NFC East championships. What did you
Oh,
say?
Yeah.
NFC East. He's talking about NFC
NFC
Championships.
East Championships, the New York Giants have won 5. 87, 91, 2001, 2008, and 2012.
Oh, yeah, we're undefeated in the NFC Championship game. We've never lost. When we get to the NFC Championship game, we win. We've never lost in that game.
They won against Washington 17-0. They won against San Fran 15-13. They won against Minnesota 41-0. Then they won against Green Bay 23-20. And then they won against San Fran in 2012 20-17.
And when we get
Man,
to the
y'all
Super
just
Bowl, we're
always
4-1.
fuck up Minnesota, don't you?
It's fun. Well, no, Minnesota's owned us in the regular season, but when we see them in the playoffs, we always bitch slap them right back. That's what always happens. They beat they find ways to beat us in the regular season, but when it matters most, we slap them right in the face. And remember with the Cowboys too? Last time we saw the Cowboys in the playoffs, guess what we did? We did the improbable and nobody thought we could beat them. Guess what we did? Hi, RW McQuarters.
But that's what Dallas does, bro.
I know. But we're unpredictable. That's why we're just a very unpredictable team. And when people count us out, that's when we start surprising y'all. Just saying.
Like Jeff, I will give you this right here. If y'all weren't playing us, I'd probably say you would go further than Dallas. Is that fair enough?
No, I respect that.
And that's as nice as I can be, honestly. I think you could beat Dallas. Truly, I do. If you had to play them, I really think you could.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, you don't have that luxury this week.
Washington's just sniffing
All I'm
glue
gonna say
somewhere
is-
on Queen.
All I'm going to say is let's just strap on the pads, get out there on the field, and let's see let's see who's the better team on that day. Because you guys are the more talented team, but you never know. It could just be our day. You never know in the NFL. Anything is possible. You guys
Any
could have
given Saturday or Sunday.
Jalen Hurts could shit the bed, and Daniel Jones could
Hey.
go out there and have a great game. He could. No,
Hey,
be
no.
real.
No
Be
one's
real. He
shitting
could.
nothing. No one's shitting nothing. I want to see no shit.
Yeah, the only shit we're gonna be doing is on your chest.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
You don't remember that from Not Another Team movie?
Yeah, I do remember that. That's disgusting.
Yeah, I know it was disgusting, but it
Fuck
just
dare
seemed
you.
Warn a guy next time you're going to do that, bro.
it just
Yeah,
seemed to fit in
seriously.
at the right time. Sorry, I didn't know you were sipping
I was
on a
taking
fucking
an
drink at
inhale.
the time I said it.
Yeah, you just said that, and then Randy almost spit up his drink over there. You had to make.
I did.
You had to do a spit take on that one. But
No,
no,
I deep throated the fucking drink.
I just think that you guys, there is always a possibility we could beat you. Just saying. And
Dude,
I
there's
mean,
a possibility anyone can beat anyone.
Yeah,
I get
I
that.
Exactly.
respect
I
that,
think
you
you guys
Jeff.
can beat
I
us
do.
too.
I respect.
Yeah.
I respect it.
It's all there's respect here, but tell me what Giants fan and go. I mean, the big blue crew saying it right now. We all think we're going to beat you guys. We all. And why would a Giants fan not think that when we're riding as high and confident as we are? We are. Why would we not think that? We are playing with quote
I get it.
unquote house money. Nobody expects us to win. That's what makes us dangerous. They expect you guys to kick our ass on Saturday night. They expect you to steamroll us. You guys, what, an 8-point favorite over us? 9 points?
7.
7 points. Okay, that's actually closer than I thought it would be. I thought it would be around 10 points. But either way,
No.
you guys are the better team talent-wise. You are. You guys should. You guys are a Super Bowl contending football team. You are. You're a team that is contending for a Super Bowl. Most think you're the Super Bowl favorites in the NFC. We're a team that has come out of nowhere and has had this one of these seasons that sometimes you just can't see and predict. But I just have the confidence in my team that this team could go out there and just have one of those games and surprise a team like Philadelphia when they don't expect it and pull off a victory. I do. I would not be a Giants fan if I wasn't.
I'm not saying that my team isn't expecting anything. I don't think they take anything for granted. That is not Jalen Hurts' mentality, and his mentality spews down on everyone. Jalen does not take shit for granted. We all know that. Listen to him talk. All right? But the thing is, I really feel that him not going to get MVP, even though he says it doesn't mean nothing, it means something. He ain't going to ever let you know that because he doesn't let anyone know. He's even said it himself. You'll never know. He's like, there's only 2 people in my life that know. He's like, because I don't show emotion. He's like, my parents just know by looking at my face how I feel. Okay? This kid has an even bigger chip on his shoulder than what he had in the regular season, just because of that shoulder injury and not winning MVP. I know he sits there and says, I haven't thought about it. Bullshit. Anybody and everyone would think about that. You know what I'm saying? It rides with you. It hangs on. And that's what I'm saying. Him finishing out the regular season the way it did. I saw his face when they lost to the Saints. When he looked up at that camera, you could see it all over his face. Bro, you were fucking up everything I built. That's exactly Jalen's face. This kid is determined. He knows what it's like to lose, bro. He lost at Alabama. He lost at Oklahoma. He knows how that shit feels. You think he wants to feel that way again? No. And this team is way better than any team he's ever had. Any team. So that's what's going to make him succeed. Is this kid, you think him not winning MVP is where it ends? No, he wants that MVP Super Bowl now. He's like, fine, I'm not going to win MVP because I missed 2 games on a shoulder injury. I'll just go get the next important thing.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, bro, no one's going to stand in his way. No one.
I respect that. But I could say the same thing about Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley, who have literally gotten shat on by the media. They've literally been getting brutalized by the media, the fan base. They have the same look on their faces. Because when I saw Saquon Barkley running against that Minnesota Vikings team, he had that look on his face. Like, it doesn't matter what you guys do. You are not stopping me from getting to that goddamn end zone. And Daniel Jones is the same thing. These 2 guys that have gotten beaten up by the media, let's just be real. No player really lately has gotten beaten up more than Daniel Jones. He has gotten destroyed by the media saying he's not that good. He doesn't know how to make decisions. He's inaccurate. He's not a franchise quarterback. Daniel Jones is listening to all that kind of stuff, but he's not saying it, but he's bottling it all up, and he's saying it right now in his head, motherfucker, I'm going to go out there on the field. I'm going to show you that I'm a damn franchise quarterback. And that's exactly what he's doing right now. Just keeping it in a calm, cool, collected manner. But his play out there is showing that this dude is not letting anybody stop him from getting where he knows he could be. And I'm saying the same thing about Saquon.
Yeah, I understand that, bro. But you gotta have
Jalen Hurts. Huh? We have
talent.
Apparently we have some talent if we're playing this decent. We have some talent. It might not be
elite. You played Minnesota.
So what? They're still a football team. They got elite talent on their team. They do. The quarterback might not be good. Justin Jefferson's elite. He is.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook's elite. TJ Hawkinson's elite. Their defensive players on the line are elite. Zadarius Smith and Danielle Hunter are very good. And we were able to hold them in check. We were.
Dude, that defense is not as good as they used to.
No,
be.
I know the secondary.
Like I
sucks.
told you that they are probably the worst 12-4 team I've ever fucking seen.
You're
They
not wrong.
won 11 games by 1 fucking point, dog.
I know, but you can't say we don't have talent.
I'm not
Because you put
saying you
enough
don't have talent. All I'm telling you is you don't have enough.
Yeah, I know, but the coaching is what's putting this team over the top. The coaching is putting us positions and making this team believe.
But the talent only takes you so far.
Well, we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not going to just say that the talent is all of a sudden, going to just come back to form. And maybe it will. But right now, I want to see it happen. I want to see the talent become the factor, the reason why we lose this game. If you guys beat us because of straight up talent, then I will say, you know what? The coaching has been fantastic, but at the same time, the talent just wasn't where it needed to be, and that was the ultimate reason why we lost. But at the same, but I have to say, I have said with Jalen Hurts, no two quarterbacks have gotten crapped on more than Jalen Hurts and Daniel Jones, and I'm very happy to see both those guys go out there and prove to the media and prove to everybody out there that they are good and franchise quarterbacks. Both of them deserve the flowers and the praise that they are finally getting now. They do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you said with Jalen Hurts, he's got that look in his face. So does Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones. They have the same exact look on their face, saying that it doesn't matter who it is. We are not letting anybody get in our way from where we would think we can go. Because the coaches, they're believing.
So we're both hungry teams. All right. I want to play a little game. Just because I don't know if it's just because I feel I have a point to prove or what, but it's just a little game, and I want your honest opinion, and I swear, all right, take the names out of the equation,
okay,
all right, put this team, put the Eagles on a college team, and put your Giants team on a college team, and teams we don't even like necessarily, and you look at just the rosters alone. Do your corners even stand a chance against the wide receivers of that team?
Adoree, yes. Adoree, yes. I do believe
you think Adoree can take on AJ Brown.
Adoree is a very good cornerback.
Okay, now what about your second against Smith and your third against Quez?
That one,
I will say about your second?
That one, I'll say I am a little bit worried because Fabian Moreau's been a great story. He's played actually very admirably for being the second corner because he wasn't our original starter corner. It was Aaron Robinson that was our original starting corner, but he couldn't stay healthy. So Fabian Moreau, who we picked up as a free agent during like the middle of the season, he's done an admirable job. But I told you, the guy that worries me the most is Devontae Smith because he's a great route runner. I think he could give somebody like Fabian Moreau trouble. And I've been one of the biggest guys that have had a problem with Darnay Holmes in the slot. I have said I'm not a big Darnay Holmes fan, as a lot of other Giants fans have said. Like I'm not that big of like 100% homer. I know there's weaknesses on my defense. I know there is. Darnay Holmes is not that great. He plays better against Minnesota, but he's not great. That's why I say
How good are you at stopping tight ends?
We're not good at all. We are very bad against tight ends. That's why I say Goddard is probably the biggest mismatch for us against your offense. I think Goddard could eat us alive.
You're decent against the run, right?
No, we were bad for most of the season, but we've gotten better. We did hold Dalvin Cook in check for the most part. He's had I think 60 yards rushing. But thank you further. But at the same time, no, our run defense has gotten better, but it's not been great.
Okay. Well, and but that's why I wanted to take the names out of it. Because I know whenever you look at these teams that names matter, But if you just look at the individual player, take the teams out of it, just player against player, it doesn't match up. It doesn't. Not even close. I know you say Adoree Jackson, but I'm going to tell you what right now. I respect you for saying he is your best corner you have, and I understand that. But even still, I don't think Adoree Jackson matches up with A.J. Brown. I think A.J. will have his way. He's a wrecking ball, dude. He's not just fast, but he's powerful.
Oh, I know.
Yes, Adoree Jackson
A.J. Brown is. He's great.
Yeah, I know. You know who he is. I know you know who he is. I'm
Yeah,
just
he's
saying. I just don't know how Adoree Jackson is going to match up with him. Not many corners match up with him at all. In fact, it's very tough to because of how dominant he is. Yes, Adoree Jackson might be good, but is he good enough to stop AJ? He has in the first 2 games.
Well, what I could honestly see Wink Martindale do, I could maybe see him putting Fabian Moreau on AJ Brown and then maybe shadowing McKinney over towards that side, and then having Adoree Jackson play 1-on-1 against Devontae Smith. Because I
that'd
think
be
Jackson
a nice
would do.
matchup.
Jackson, I think, would be better against Smith than he would Brown. And then you could shade a safety if you need to towards Brown's side, which maybe that could, help take care of the 2 outside guys. But then, like I said, you got to make sure you watch over the middle with Goddard, and that's the thing that worries me the most is Goddard over the middle of the field, because we did that with we played a lot of split high safety against Justin Jefferson and that passing game, and we were able to limit Jefferson to 47 yards receiving, but Hawkinson went off against us in the middle of the field. You got to think like 130 yards, like 9 catches and a touchdown. So yeah, I mean, when you try to take somebody away, somebody else on that offense, and the Eagles will beat us. Talent-wise, I'm not stupid. The Eagles are way better, more talented than the Giants. I mean, it's the truth. But at the same time, why can't the Giants just have, maybe Wink Martindale, who's a brilliant defensive coordinator. He is. He's brilliant. The guy has had some phenomenal coached defensive games. He might be able to call up that scheme that could stymie your offense. He's that capable of that defensive coordinator ilk to call up certain schemes to throw off your offense. He can do that. Let's just be real. He can do that. He's done it before. I mean, talent might overwhelm in the end.
I understand what you're saying, bro. Like, yes. Now, here's the thing. Sure, you can bring the pressure all day long, but like you said, your biggest fear will become your reality, because that means Dallas Goedert will be open because your linebackers are coming. And Jalen's very good at getting the ball out quick. He has no issue with that, and he's always accurate. Okay? So bring the blitzes, but I don't feel you're going to be able to blitz as much because, like I said, Kirk Cousins is not Jalen Hurts. Jalen, you blitz, he will get out of it. And if you bring the blitz, will hurt you over top. So there's going to be a love-hate there in the blitz game, I believe, for you guys, because you're going to be very cautious. Because even if you bring pressure, he can still get away. And then if no one's there in the second level to stop him, well, there's 20, 30 yards. Like, you have to be careful. You just can't blitz this kid all the time. If you blitz him all the time, he's going to kill you. So you have to be strategic about it. And that's what I'm saying, man. I just, no one stopped him. No one. I'm sorry to say that, but look at all the games, bro. No one has stopped him. If you stop him throwing, he'll kill you with his legs. If you stop him from running, he'll kill you with his arm. Like, a lot. And it's like you said, DJ and Hurts have always been given shit. Hurts has proven it this year, though. He don't need his legs. He uses them, but he don't need them. Hell, he didn't run one time against Pittsburgh, and he blew them out. He beat you guys week 18 without even running. He only ran 3 times, and that was just to escape pressure. And he didn't even really want to do that. But you tell me one game he was 100% healthy and somebody stopped him. No one. And that's my point. Not even the best defense. Not even Dallas has stopped him. Do you know Dallas's defense, when we played them the first week, they were 1 in the NFL in damn near every category.
Oh, I remember.
Jalen Hurts is the only quarterback to put up 100 QBR on their defense.
Because you guys have a terrific offense all around, too.
I understand offense. But you know what? You can have a terrific offense and still be shitty. Just because you went out and drafted A.J. Brown, just because you went out or not drafted, but you signed A.J. Brown and got him during the draft and gave a pick away, and you drafted Devontae Smith and you have Dallas Goedert and Miles went off. That was no guarantee that Jalen Hurts was going to be good. You can have a really good offense and still be a shitty quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there was no guarantee that Jalen was going to even be what he is this year. But he did it because he had the drive and the desire to be good. And the same with DJ. He has the desire and the drive to be good. You just need to get him a little bit of help. But
Hopefully
both
that
of our
comes in the off
quarterbacks,
season.
but both of our quarterbacks have shown we can beat you both ways.
I'm
just
just
saying,
you're absolutely
I
right. You are 100% right on that.
I have just seen people be able to stop DJ. I have not been able to see anyone stop Jalen. And until somebody does, you got to prove me otherwise.
I mean, I want to see what the thing is, I want to see what Daniel Jones can be like when he actually has an AJ Brown or a Devontae Smith or those types of talented, like really elite talented players on the outside. And then it might be the same thing. How the hell are you going to stop Daniel Jones? But at the same time, I mean, I just had my point in my head and I just completely forgot it.
I know I do that shit all the time, bro. Don't worry.
With Jalen Hurts, I know, and now I remember. We talked about it before the season. Every single Eagles fan said that you guys are elite at a lot of positions. You have probably the best offensive line in football. You have 2 phenomenal wide receivers. You have a phenomenal tight end. You have a very good running back who's become great. But it all started with Jalen Hurts. Your offense would either sink or swim because of number 1. That was the one thing that could stop you guys. And I even said, you remember I said this, AK, if Jalen Hurts is able to put it together and have a good season, you guys will be scary on offense. I said that.
Yep.
And look what happened. Jalen Hurts was able to play confident. He was able to stay poised in the pocket, take advantage of his scrambling abilities, be able to throw more accurate. He's been more accurate this year than previously. And look at that Eagles offense. You had 1,000-yard running back. You had 2,000-plus yard receivers. You have a tight end. If he didn't get hurt, would have probably been close to 1,000. You guys are dynamic. You have a top 5 offensive line. You guys are exactly where I thought you could be. I want to see what this. That's why I'm saying I want to see where Daniel Jones could be if he had this type of talent around him. That's been the argument about Daniel Jones. Even DJ haters, I've always made excuses. Well, it doesn't matter. Your quarterback's got to elevate, the talent around. I want to see what Daniel Jones could be like if he has talent like this. I do.
Yeah.
Because I think he could be the same type of quarterback. Teams would have a nightmare trying to stop Daniel Jones if he had elite playmakers on the outside and an offensive line, which I think the offensive line has gotten better with the Giants. It's not great, but it has gotten better. I want to see him with truly elite players at the skill positions on the outside besides Saquon in the backfield.
Okay, so I got 2 questions for you. You know how we were talking about earlier scrambling quarterbacks and how Randy brought up earlier about how people are worried about Jalen Hurts and his legs and blah, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that now a worry in your head with DJ?
I don't love seeing my quarterback, to be honest, scrambling as much as he does and taking some of these massive hits. I saw some massive hits he took in the Minnesota game, especially that first down one where somebody took a shot right at his face. And DJ doesn't slide very good either. I get nervous sometimes when DJ slides. Daniel Jones is a bigger quarterback than Jalen Hurts, so maybe the hits won't impact him as much as maybe Jalen Hurts because he's a smaller quarterback, and it might take a toll on him with the amount of running he does, taking these massive hits. But at the same time, no, I don't love seeing DJ. I get nervous sometimes when DJ does some of these runs and takes some of these big hits. Look what happened to Andrew Luck. Look what happened to Ben Roethlisberger. Look what happened to some of these other running quarterbacks. That's why if I'm Buffalo, I'd be careful with these design runs with Josh Allen because that dude is taking a pounding every single game too. I mean, you got to be careful with these quarterbacks. They're eventually going to start taking a toll when you run them as much as they do. I didn't love seeing Daniel Jones rushing the most in that Minnesota game where he had 17 rushes compared to Barkley's 9. I would rather see my running back getting the most of the rushes. So, no, I don't love it, as I'm sure you guys don't love seeing Jalen Hurts take the hits he does. But, it's just the style of play that they are, the style of player, and you got to take advantage of their skill sets when they're there. And Daniel Jones and Jalen Hurts are both terrific, players that can scramble out of the pocket and make plays, both of them.
Well, let me put it this way, man. In my opinion, and this is just my opinion, man, I have a feeling that the NFL is starting to go that route. You're not going to see pocket passers very often anymore. You look at a lot of college quarterbacks coming out.
Mhm.
A lot of them can run. A lot.
You're not
You know
wrong.
what I mean?
Mhm.
And they can throw and they can run. I believe a lot of football these days coming up in the next 10 years, 5 years even,
Mhm.
you're going to see your quarterback run the ball a lot more, every team. Because the more and more these scrambling quarterbacks come out, the more and more people are going to take them. Because you got the Lamar Jacksons and the Jalen Hurtses and the DJs that are dual threat weapons. And they're
Mhm.
starting to realize that those dual threat quarterbacks, yeah, even if you got them 5 years, that's really 5 years of really good fucking football. You know what I mean? And they also know, well, hey, there's always another draft. We can always get a new running quarterback if something goes wrong. Because in
Mhm.
the end, yes, they do care about their players, but they know they can always replace someone. You know what I'm saying? So you might not start
Excuse me.
seeing the quarterback position be an 18-year thing anymore for a while. You know what I'm saying? Because we are transitioning into a more scrambling quarterback because they make the football game exciting.
Mhm.
You hear the crowds when quarterbacks run, when Jalen Hurts runs, when DJ runs, they
Mhm.
make it exciting. They do. And that's
Mhm.
what it's about, excitement. So I don't know, man. There might come a time where we only see quarterbacks in this league for 7, 8 years, like Wentz. Wentz is a perfect example. He was lightning when he first came in.
Mhm. I
Injuries.
remember.
He was in here for what? He's in his 8th year now, something like that,
I
and he's
think so.
already
Yeah.
washed. And he's
Mhm.
already washed. That's what you're going to start seeing, and it sucks because you fall in love with these players, but it's about the excitement, and these scrambling quarterbacks bring excitement to football that we haven't seen in a while. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. No, you're absolutely right. And case in point, you look at some of the top quarterbacks coming out in this draft: C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, which everybody's falling in love with. These are guys that they could scramble in and out of the pocket and create plays with their legs. Even though some of them are sometimes they play more traditional pocket passing, but at the same time, yeah, it is an evolution of the game compared to where it was before, where you have more quarterbacks that are scrambling inside and out of the pocket. But at the same time, some of these quarterbacks can stay longer. They just have to reinvent themselves where they maybe don't scramble as much and they maybe try to settle in as more traditional pocket passes. What's up, coach? So they try to settle in as more traditional pocket passing quarterbacks like towards the middle or end of their career, like Michael Vick did. Michael Vick was always known as a scrambling quarterback, obviously, during the beginning when he was with the Falcons, but when he was playing with the Eagles, he did scramble at times, but he was also more of a pocket passer towards the latter end of his career. So maybe you have some quarterbacks that can maybe last during their career. They just won't go out there and maybe scramble as much as they did before. But yeah, nobody, especially when you're younger, it's not as bad. Like Roethlisberger scrambled all the time. Remember when we watched Ben Roethlisberger scramble constantly? But he's a bigger quarterback that could take the hits. But we obviously saw what happened towards the latter end of his career. The dude had trouble moving around at all because of the amount of punishment he took. Andrew Luck, there's another one. That dude got destroyed all the time with the amount of times he had to run because he had to run for his life, and try to scramble in and out of the pocket. And we all know Andrew Luck, and I think everybody has said it, when Andrew Luck would have been a potential Hall of Famer if his organization wasn't so goddamn stupid and destroyed what he did. And that's one of the saddest stories in the NFL, what that organization did to Andrew Luck. And it's karma that they've pretty much been trying to find a quarterback since Andrew Luck retired. But, yeah, I mean, I think we are slowly transitioning towards more of a, scrambling type quarterbacks out there compared to, before. But at the same time, I mean, I think the pocket passer can still survive in somewhat a way, but at the same I mean, we'll have to wait and see. It's all dependent on, where the NFL goes from here. Especially with the rules they have now, where if you blow or touch the quarterback, they're going to call it unnecessary roughness. See? Told you.
I get it, dude. Like, I just really feel like the pocket passer is going to fizzle out because these players are getting much faster.
Yes.
and stronger. You know, I mean, for Christ's sake, look at Jordan Davis. He runs a 4.7 flat and he's 340 pounds.
He's
That's
freaking
a
scary good. He's
that's a
unbelievable.
lot of fucking weight running very fast, you know. You need to have the capability to get away these days.
Absolutely.
Riddick coming off the edge, Parsons coming off the edge. You know,
Have you
Tibbs
seen
coming off
Thibodeau?
the
Yeah,
edge.
Thibodeau's scary
Yeah,
when
that's
he's
what I'm
running
saying.
for his
Tibbs
size.
coming off the edge. You know, we got so many fast guys these days. Riddick and all of them. Like, dude, they're almost unblockable sometimes. You know what I mean? And a traditional pocket passer like Tom Brady in today's game is going to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't scramble, you are screwed. These guys chase you down. They're fast. So I think it's almost necessary these days to have a scrambling quarterback because you see it's taking a toll on Tom Brady. These edge rushers are very quick. You know, it's taking a toll on Tom. It's taking hell, Matt Ryan couldn't do shit this year, bro, because he couldn't move. You know?
My God.
Like
Ryan, yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about, dude. I mean, even Trevor Lawrence can move, and he looks good. You just have to be able to scramble these days, dude. There's just too much speed out there. There's way too much,
especially on defense when they're just some cold blood killers, man. Their number one objective is to get to the quarterback.
Yeah.
What was that really bad, awful call last week where it was roughing the passer? I think it was on the Giant. Was it the Giants?
Yeah, on Dexter Lawrence. Miz just talked about Dexter
Dude,
Lawrence.
That was unbelievable. That was the worst call I've ever seen. And I guess I'm assuming the reason they called roughing the passes because he spun him around and threw him to the ground, but it really wasn't. I mean, he kind of laid him down, you know. But I can't believe they called roughing the passer on that. That was a complete sack. What do you want to do? I mean, that was a bad call.
I mean, that's the problem. That's the problem nowadays. You get anywhere near the quarterback, they're ready to blow the whistle out there and throw a 15-yard penalty for roughing the passer. It's. I understand why defensive players get as frustrated as they do because you get anywhere near the quarterback, and if you even try to put them on the ground by like tackling them, they are ready to throw that flag out because you unnecessarily put them down to the ground because we can't hurt the quarterback because of the rules now, because of the CTEs and things that happened previously with the amount of massive hits that these quarterbacks were taking. So, you know, it's a give or take type thing.
And you know what, man, I get that. Like, listen, when it is all about player safety, man, I am all for it. Whatever it takes to cut down the concussions, whatever it takes to cut down injuries in general, hey, do it. But listen, you can't take football out of football. These kids are raised at the time they are able to run and walk. At 1 year old, these guys are trained. Their dads start them young, man. They play Pop Warner all the way up, right? They know what risks this game entails. We all know what risks this game entails. The quarterback knows he's going to get hit. He knows it. He knows it's coming. Like, as long as we're not out there headbutting the fucking quarterback, if you take him down, you take him down. It's football. I'm tired. Listen, I am really tired of what you guys are talking about. So you wrap him up and you put him to the ground. But it's roughing the passer because you were just a second late. Like, dude, it's just fucking football. If they're not hurting him, let it go. You know, I want to be able to see. I'm actually really tired of the fucking offense and defensive pass interference flags. They're insane.
Oh, I am too.
Like, dude, no lie. Let these guys fucking play. So what if they get a little handsy? It's fucking football. As long as they're not grabbing jerseys and fucking
right, or
pushing off.
Yeah.
If they're just slap fighting right before the ball's there, let them fucking slap fight. It's not a big deal.
When they get a hand in on the ball, it's good coverage. I don't know about that either. Like, man, I tell you, the Giants played some good coverage. That's one thing I'm worried about this week. Is I say the Giants did pull up and showed up with their secondary this week on defense and stopped Kirk Cousins' passes. We all saw it.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, we got to stop making it, I'm going to say it, a pussy sport. To a point, that's what we're doing. Like, I get it, bro. You want to fix the concussion thing, fix the fucking helmets. I don't want to see my players with concussions. If we can make it so they don't have them, do it. You know, I'm all for that. But you can't take football out of football. And these guys know what they're getting into. That's why they do it. They love it. In a sick, sadistic way, they love going out there every Sunday and getting pounded. Like, no lie, you have to love them. That sounds bad. Yeah.
I know. I was just about to say.
But
Where's
okay,
Mitch? Where's
pause.
Mitch when you need him? Where's
Pause.
Mitch Brownies and Paws?
But you know what I mean? Like you have to actually be a little fucked up in the head to want to go out there and get slapped around by these guys.
Okay.
You know, like these hits are not something to joke about. These dudes, when they hit you, they fucking hit you. It isn't a game, even though it is, but it isn't. You know,
Coach,
What do
football's
you
a
say?
game for football's a game for bitches. Real men play international football.
I love
No,
it.
I'll say this.
But you know what I'm saying, though, right?
No, the thing that pisses me off about the NFL nowadays is that every single time you see a play happening, you are just sitting there waiting. Okay, where's the flag? Okay, where's the flag? On every single play. How
Right.
many times do you see a guy running back a kick or a punt, and you are sitting there waiting, okay, holding on the return team, go back to the goal line? It happens every single game. Pass interference, and illegal contact. Same thing. Go ahead, AK.
Can we ease up on the offensive holding calls, dude? Holy fuck, bro. How many offensive holding calls have you seen where it's barely even a fucking hold? You know what I mean? Unless the dude is yanking on those fucking shoulder pads and ripping him the fuck around, don't call that shit. You know everyone holds on every play? Literally. You ask every lineman. They all hold on every play. It's just which one gets seen, if ever. But they call it all the time for the stupidest shit. Like, for instance, we'll use the one when we lost to the fucking Saints. When it's Miles Sanders had that run and Landon Dickerson pancake blocked the Saints guy, and we got called for that. That is a terrible fucking call, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Happened
And
to
the
us.
second one, can we already establish what the fuck a catch is? I've seen people catch a ball and it not be called a catch, but yet you can catch it right at your thighs, right under your you know what, and it's a catch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because the NFL creates so many goddamn rules nowadays that it confuses the hell out of these refs, so they don't know what the hell to call anymore because there's so many rules. Every single second there's a new rule, 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 and they don't know what the hell the rules are anymore, so it confuses the hell out of these refs, and why you probably see a lot of these bogus bad calls. And it's really funny too that you mentioned the offensive holding. There are some blatant times, and it happened with the Giants against the Vikings. Kayvon Thibodeau is literally getting dragged to the goddamn ground, and they don't call it. And then on some little sissy play, they call a little hold because they see a little bit of a tug, and then they all of a sudden they call holding on that. Because I've seen Thibodeau literally get dragged to the damn ground, and they don't call a goddamn thing. Dexter Lawrence too, he's getting choked out there, and they don't call him. It's also because of the fact they call these penalties at the worst time when they don't make sense. And then other blatant ones, they decide, oh, it's okay. We'll let it go.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying, Coach. You know, like I'm not saying don't call offensive holding calls. Like, call the plain blatant ones. You know, you're talking about the hooks and you know, like I said, if they truly have them on the shoulder pad, ripping them around, like I get that. Call those. But if it's just a quick grab and let go, like I've seen offensive holding calls for just that right there, just a quick second. Like it didn't even really affect the play at all. And they call it because they nitpick about it. Certain ones call them, certain ones don't. It's like, just let them fucking play to a point, unless you see that it is literally something that affects the play, because every offensive lineman holds on every play. Ask them all. They'll all tell you that.
Coach, you want to hop on? I'd love to hear
Hey,
your
I
insight
just
about
want to
this.
say I got this free at the NFC Championship game in 2017. This was absolutely free. Dude, let me tell you, in the playoff games at Philadelphia, especially when it's a home field, and whether it's going to be this divisional or the NFC Championship, if you don't got tickets, go to the fucking tailgate. They hand out mugs. They hand out they give out free T-shirts. I got a face mask for free. Tons of those, Mardi Gras beads say you're an authentic Eagles fan. They just throw out stuff, dude. It was
Listen,
like
I'll tell you
Christmas.
this. Hey, I'll tell you this. When we beat the Giants this Saturday, and we go on to the championship game.
Cheers.
I will be down to the championship game, the tailgate. I don't have tickets, but I'll come down, I'll hang out, I'll tailgate, and I'll drive home. I will do that. I will.
I'll go with you.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm down.
I don't even plan. I skip planning.
Maybe we'll be on our way to Dallas or San Francisco when we go to the NFC.
When I went to the NFC Championship game, I didn't plan it. I literally told my roommates, I was in college at the time. I was a senior. I literally looked at them. I go, I'm going, actually. I think I'm going to go. I think it was like 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. because I left at 2 a.m. at night. And they were like, why are you still here? Don't you got to go to Philly? I was like, I'm on the way. See ya.
Have you guys ever been to a playoff game before?
I have an NFC Championship game. NFC Championship game. Best time of my life. Dude, they had fireworks in the parking lot.
That's
People brought fireworks, man.
That's fucked up, man.
Coach, hop on if you want.
No, and oh man, I there was one more I wanted to nitpick too, man. But now I forget it.
I remember going to the Giants game against the Falcons the last time we had a home playoff game, and I've never felt a more electric feeling than even in that game. It was amazing. There, you can't compare. Regular season games are great, but playoff games are just a different type of energy. He wants to link. He wants to hop on.
Well, in all honesty, man, I'm actually getting ready to end it. I gotta go to bed for work.
Oh, boo.
I work at 6 a.m. I know, man.
Before we end it, though, this is going to be the tiebreaker, though, for the postseason Eagles versus Giants rivalry. 2-2. This fifth game is going to be the tiebreaker here. And both sides have won both divisional games, too. We've won a divisional bye week. They've won a divisional bye week. Mm-hmm. This is going to be an interesting game. One has beaten us on a wild card. The other one's beaten us. This one's going to be the divisional. This is a big, big game here. Not just a tiebreaker. It's a bye-week divisional tiebreaker.
Yeah.
This game is going to be amazing. I'm excited.
I'm glad it's a primetime Saturday night game. 8:25? 8:20? 8:25, whatever. Be on the clock, party time, excellent. What are y'all going to be doing? Because that's what we're going to be doing.
I'll be streaming with Jeff.
Oh.
You mean me, AK, and Coach?
Dude, I might hop on, if you don't mind. I'm not going to spend the whole time on the show, but I might hop on and say, hey, during your
Go
live
for
show.
it. What you mean? If you want to hop on, it'll be two Giants.
It would be like halftime.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. I can ride solo. I don't need backup. Shit, I'm AK Eagles, man. I can handle my own.
I've ridden solo too. What did the first?
No, you can bring Coach. It's all good.
No, but I mean I've done it solo before when we were doing the stream with halftime and Toe and Randy.
Jeff,
I was by myself.
Dude, I love how Jeff is so humble. Listen to this, AK. I comment to Jeff and I was like, dude, you've made it. You've hit it. I don't know what you've done, but you're good. Dude, he already has 1,030. I just talked to him yesterday. He was at 1,010 something. He's already at 1,030. God forbid he's probably already at 1,050.
He puts in that work, bro.
He puts in the work. And I told Jeff, I was like, dude, you can't quit now. You can't quit like I did. You can't quit. You got to keep pushing. You're there, bro. You don't Jeff, you don't realize it, but you have it now, Jeff.
I'm not.
All you have to do is just keep
quit,
doing it. All you do is got to keep doing what you're doing, dude. People love you, and it's growing.
See, and that's what
you don't need nothing special. You're doing exactly what you're doing. You're being passionate, real, bringing the facts, and people like hearing what you got to say. I've always liked to see. You're one of my favorite. I'm even called AK.
Oh no, man! Listen, He's not lying though, bro. Because listen, I came to you about joining this network. You didn't even have a channel, and
I
I
told
said,
him
Jeff,
to. I was like,
I said,
Appreciate
Jeff,
that.
I want you, dude. And you were like, yeah, I don't know. And listen, even you said it. You were like, I don't know how comfortable I am with that, you know. And I was like, Jeff, you're made to do this, dog. And you are. You have that energy. You have that flow.
Don't ever say I can't
and
hold my own against anybody because I can hold my own one-on-one.
I
When
know.
I get
Jeff-
trash talked, I
Jeff,
will throw it right back.
we need
Because
to
I'm
get.
humble.
We need to.
I
Get
know.
you
Why
a
do you think
camera.
our stream's gonna go off on Saturday, bro? Because you have probably the most energetic Giant fan and the most energetic Eagle fan in one room. It's gonna be pretty nasty.
Dude, I hope that
Mitchell
eventually
Hoffman.
you get so many donations and you get so big, I kid you not, Jeff, that you can afford to finally buy season tickets and actually bring yourself to the tailgate experience of the Giants and show the Giants fans and go to the games and actually, instead of being, live at your house watching the games, do it live at the stadium.
Yeah, no, man. Listen, I mean, I'm actually pissed at my work. I wish I didn't have a job right now because I would love to fucking be able to sit up here and do this all day, man. Like my job has really taken a toll on my streaming, and it sucks. I just don't want to do it because I'm just so drained from work, and it's taken a
No, I
toll
blame
on
you.
me. So but what I'm trying to say is, even though my channel has taken a hit, I'm so happy to see you succeed. Because I told you from the get that this is what you were meant to do, bro.
Well, I'll just say this. I mean,
Your success makes me happy.
I appreciate that. I really do. And it's betting on yourself, going out there, put in the work, being humble about it, because you can't be I've seen people be cocky sons of bitches and not be humble, and it ends up biting them in the ass. So, I mean, I appreciate all the comments. Virani, she thinks you're funny. Or further, Virani thinks you're funny.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, like, I try to be humble. I put in the work. I don't be biased. Like tonight was probably the most homer you'll ever see me be with the Giants because I'm a passionate as fuck Giants fan. I'm not just gonna go out there and say the Giants are gonna steamroll anybody. Same thing with the Nets. Same thing with the Mets. Same thing with wrestling. I try to stay humble and I divulge all my credit to others because you guys helped put me on the platforms that I got the chance to. But don't just say I'm a supreme talent. It's not just me. Everybody are supreme talents to do something like this. You got to have a lot of balls to be able to go up here on camera and just talk sports because a lot of people are out there trying to watch you fail. They want to see you fail. They're going to put their 2 cents out there. They're going to do whatever they can to bring you down.
Oh, dude, you should see it right now. I got a Giants troll for once. I got a Giants troll on my on my YouTube.
This is always trolling everybody.
No, not him. No. Way above. We don't know who this guy is. He hasn't been in the chat ever before. He's never been a part of Hardcore Sports. I don't know who he is, but he got on my channel and
Homer, and I love it.
he spelled out loser and said "Go Giants." So I don't know. Maybe
No,
I have that with mine too. I have Eagles trolls. I have Knicks trolls. I deal with basketball. I have people trolling the Mets. I have it all the time.
Trolls don't bother me though. I laugh.
Trolls. That means you made it. If you have those sex things that come by, if you have the trolls that come by, guess what? You're doing something right. I had somebody that come on my stream. He's like, I had somebody that commented on one of my things and said, "Oh, you're nothing, but just you look like a virgin. You look like you've never gotten any." I just like, okay. Obviously, the virgin has your attention because you're watching the virgin's content. So all I say is thank you for the view. Thank you for the dislike. Thank you very much for coming by. That's all I keep saying. It's a humble approach, but at the same time, don't act like just because I'm nice most of the time, I can't talk my shit. Because if you saw it tonight, AK, I can talk my shit and I can back it up just pretty well.
I never questioned you not being able to.
No, I'm just saying. But like, people don't make it think like
Jeff.
Yeah, Virani! Their brother's blushing.
No, listen, Jeff, I need to literally ask you a question though. When are we going to work on an intro for you? I'm ready right now. Right now, I want to.
No, you want to know the facts? You want to know the facts further?
Yeah.
I want to be one of those content creators that proves you can become successful without the glitz, without the glamour, without the cool intros and outros, without the graphics, because I proved that you can make it, you could still become a success without all that kind of stuff, because all my stuff is very plain.
Right, and you can
open
still
up the
do that.
video.
This is a GIF. It's
Well,
a
I have
GIF.
an intro. When I live stream, I have an intro.
But I want to get you a professional one. I think
I'll
because I want to get you
It'll
one
come.
with the Mets, the Nets, and the Giants.
No, it'll come. Well, wrestling too, but no, it'll come. Trust me. There's a lot of ideas that are cooking in this head that I haven't really been able to throw out there yet, because right now I just don't have the equipment.
I just
But
got Mitch the other day. He's got Final Cut Pro. We're going to install it tomorrow. We're gonna work on it.
Look at AK over there in the top left, just shaking his head.
And by the way, AK, I'm so glad that you're able
What
to
the fuck did I do? I'm just
on-
sitting here.
No,
No,
I'm
because
saying
you're like
on
shaking your
Wednesdays,
head like,
because you are been busy and you have been working hard, and everyone in your job's left, and you're struggling doing single-handedly everyone's job because you have very little help. You're begging people to come work for you. But you do find on a Wednesday to come and do this, and I got to give respect, dude. And I feel bad that I had something going on right now, and I'm not going to do this for the rest of the day. But I'm so glad to be part of this East meets West, because one thing, like I told you, I'm from California and I'm from Virginia, and I'm both from East and the West Coast. I got both flavors. I've seen the Rodney King riots. I've seen the Bronco driving down 95 with O.J. Simpson in it. Okay, I've seen the fires burning in L.A. and the riots, and I've seen Rage Against the Machine. And then you come to the East Coast, and I've seen
look who
Philly.
just came into the chat. Brock Lesnar's here. He's going to give us the F5.
And you get both sides with me. So I appreciate it, and that's what I
No,
want
but
to bring.
don't just
Well,
say
then
that.
I guess we can be the bi-coastal brothers, because I'm bi-coastal.
Yeah, there you
don't-
go.
but don't
That's right.
just
You're
say
from
that.
Alaska. That's right. There you go.
Don't just say that I'm a supreme talent. Trust me. Everybody that does YouTube, you are talented as hell, because you have the balls to come up here and talk about things that you're passionate about and that you love, and you're not afraid what people are going to say is backlash. Everybody does it. Miz does it. Coach does it. All the Eagles people that do it. The three of us do it. You have to have balls to be able to come up here and be able to take the criticism, but also get some of the praise. And I don't care if I get 2 views on a video or short or live stream, or if I get 2,000. It's not about that. You do this kind of stuff because you're passionate about what you love to talk about.
Right.
It's not about the views. It's not about the money. It's not about any of that kind of stuff. Because if I was doing that for YouTube, I would not be doing it, because I'd be doing it for the wrong reasons. And people could look past that stuff. I don't care if I don't get 1,000 views on every single video or short I do. I do this because I love talking sports and I love talking wrestling with other people that share the same passion as I do. And it drives me up. It gets me excited. It gets me pumped up for this kind of stuff when I hear other people talking like that. That's why when AK and I had our little debate, it got me fired up, because you had the passion of me as a fan as well as AK coming out. And that's what I really love doing, is having civil debates that don't get personal, because some people take it personal when you think you're getting quote unquote attacked. You have to have a civil debate about teams or things that you talk about. That's what it's all about.
Guys,
Yeah.
I want to start my own show too, and I want to bring you guys a part of it.
I owe you guys a lot. I do. Every single one of you guys have given
Bro,
me the
no,
opportunity.
stop, bro. I have told each and every one of you from the get-go, you owe me nothing. You know, first and foremost, I built the network because I wanted to, and it was an idea of mine. I floated around for the whole entire year that you guys knew me. I just needed the right time to do it. And
I'll
Mitch
do that,
gave me,
Mitch.
and Mitch gave me that right time. Okay. Secondly, you owe me nothing. You guys do your work for you, and you do it all on your own. I only gave you the platform to work with others and people that we all knew. You know, there is 42 of us on here, which is ridiculous. That's insane.
amazing.
But there's 42 of us on this network, and not one person doesn't get along. We're all very social. We're all working.
You're talking
together.
about 3 of the OGs right here.
Yeah, I mean, you're what our platform does is give you opportunity to work with multiple different content creators, because
Right.
everybody in our network does something different. It gives you reach to expand your channel, because maybe you are wrestling fans, but you don't know any wrestling content creators. Well, hey, we got 5 of them in our network, so grab one. They'll gladly come help you. You know, like it's just the community that we built inside this network, and that's what makes it great. You're right. I don't do YouTube for the subs, and I don't do it for the views. Yeah, I ask people to hit the like and subscribe, but that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Okay. In the end, I only do YouTube because of y'all. I love talking with you guys.
Same
You guys are
thing.
my family away from my family. If I spend more time on here than sometimes I do in my house, and I talk to you guys more during the week than sometimes I do my wife. It's because between work and this and being a
I'm sorry, okay. I'm sorry.
I'm,
This is
t- dude,
Birani's
I'm being
message.
honest.
No, I'm talking about Birani's message. The message.
No, but I'm telling you, bro. Like, I sometimes talk to you more than my wife. You know, I only spent an hour with my wife tonight, and then I had to put my kids to sleep, and I came right out here and started podcasting. But she knows how that goes, and she does it. You know, but it's one of those things where you guys are my family away from my family because I see you guys all the fucking time.
That's
talking
right.
to you
That's
guys
right.
all the fucking time.
Cheers to that, homie. That's right.
You know, and that this is why I do it. I do it because of my friendships I created. I do it because I have respect for you guys and you have respect for me. And I told you from the get, I will always fucking be here. Nothing will keep me, and I will always stand here. What? Don't awe me. I'm being real, dog.
I know. I'm just kidding.
But that's what I'm saying. You owe me nothing.
you're right,
You do
you're
your own work and you do your own thing. And all I can ask for is when you say you're going to do a show, you do it, and no, everyone does it. They set them up days in advance, and they're always on time, and they always do them, and they go great. No one breaks the YouTube rules and gets us dinged. Everyone's.
I did. I'm sorry.
Well,
I got one.
That was a whoopsie, though.
That was a whoops. That was I did. I didn't want to.
How did you know you were going to get dinged for that? I wouldn't have.
No. It was one of those things where I didn't know I was sharing the screen, and I posted the NFL game while I was watching it.
Oh,
I switched the tab.
Yeah, well, see, that's an accident.
That was a total accident.
Yeah, it is what it is.
To quote Mortal Kombat, that was a whoopsie.
But the thing is, YouTube doesn't care about accidents. They don't care. They don't want to hear you. Oh, you did this and that. They don't. Sorry.
That's true.
No, all I know, man.
They don't care. I tried. I emailed. I tried to get my account back. They said they stuck up a middle finger and said, "Who are you?"
Yeah. No, in all honesty, man, I just couldn't ask for a better group of 42 individuals. You guys
amazing and no one has left. I'm not going to say who, but no one's left since the situation happened in the summer.
Because that's the thing about the community.
Because we're all mature and we all want to be here. We all want to talk sports. This is what we want to do. We want to network. We want to meet people. We love seeing these comments. If it wasn't for you guys here watching right now, we wouldn't be doing this.
Exactly.
So thank you everyone for sticking around, listening to us. Just have a good time and just want to chill out with us. That's all it's about. It's just chilling and
I'll
talking
say this
sports.
too. I'll say this too. We all want to be in the same position. We want to see every single one of the people that we work with get to the same exact point, and we want to see everybody succeed. When I started YouTube, one of the things that I want to see is everybody that I worked with, everybody that I've talked sports and wrestling with. I want every single one of us, like you said, AK, when we have that conversation starting this up, I want to see everybody get a taste of that pie. We want everybody to get 1,000+ subs, get monetized, enjoy the success as a group.
Yep.
That's what you want. You want to see everybody get to that point that you appreciate, you work with, that you collaborated with, that you enjoy talking sports and wrestling or whatever it is, movies sometimes, music, whichever it is.
Yep.
You want to see everybody get to that point and achieve that same success. So when you see somebody get there, you say, congratulations, thank you. But then you go out there and be like, you know what? I'm going to try to get this person to that same exact point. So
let me tell you something. Thank you, AK. I want to bring up another thing. Since I've joined the Hardcore Sports Network, I had less than 250 subscribers. I now have 539, I think, as of right now. 530. You've got me over 250 subscribers since hanging out with you, just chilling. having
I
a
had
good
like
time.
250,
Not even
300,
trying.
and now
I
I'm
don't-
over 1,000. I have a
I'm-
lot to thank for you guys.
Yeah, I'm
God
not trying to
damn,
get
I'm fucking up,
monetized.
homie.
I'm not trying to get monetized. I'm not trying to get paid by YouTube. I'm just here having
I
a
give
good
two
time.
shits.
What,
Yeah.
what the fuck am I doing wrong?
Because you're
Just-
busy working.
You're busy with dude,
I
but you're
know,
dude,
I
you
know.
just gotta
Bro,
cut-
if you had the time to be able to go on YouTube and do all that stuff, you'd be like at 2,000 right now.
Oh,
You'd be
easily.
well
AK,
over that mark.
AK, you would
Well
be
over that
easy.
mark.
You would have beaten all of us. You know what you need to do is listen to Mitch, and you need to listen to NYJFUT. They are correct. You need to do YouTube shorts while you're at work. Just sit your phone and be like, "Hey, Eagles fans, did you hear Lane
gets you the
Johnson's
subs.
coming back?" I don't know. Just make it like a
Man.
20-second little clip, and you get like 200 views. It's unreal.
Well, no, it gets you the subs, especially. If
It
you want to get
gives
your
you-
sub
yeah.
count up, they give you the subs. Like
Yeah.
that's what helps you with sub counts is shorts.
Yeah, do
You want
shorts.
you need to get videos and live streams. That get you
Forget
the
the
watch
live
hours.
streams, dude. If you want subs, get the shorts, dude, because you will get it like. I don't have a phone to be able to do all that stuff. I have to edit it and do short.
Yeah, I
can't
know.
do
I
it.
just got a
can't do
lot
it.
more to say than 60 seconds.
Well, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but not a lot of people are doing the type of thing that I was doing, where I had the short, where I put myself in the corner, wrote whatever I was talking about, and did that kind of stuff. I didn't really see a lot of people on YouTube do that. And then I started introducing it because I figured, what the hell? I'll try it in this like little format, make it look professional, where I put the picture of the person I'm talking about or people. I write what the description is of the news I'm breaking, and then I put in the description up top, tag it a certain amount like we all do with our content, and I throw it out there. And that's what's really helped out my channel. It's given me an identity for what I want to do with my channel. If it's not like with videos and shorts, here's the difference. Here's how like I personally do it. If it's something that I think I could go and elaborate about for minutes, like 10, 15, 20 minutes, I'll turn it into a video. But if it's something that's like a quick breaking news story about like an injury or like, a signing or anything that's like a quick signing or stuff like that, then I just throw it in short. Be like, so-and-so is signed here, or like so-and-so got this injury, like something quick like that, or so-and-so is not playing today. Like somebody got called up from the practice squad, that kind of stuff. That way, like, you get that news out real quickly. People see it. And if it's tagged correctly, then you'll see it take off. I've seen shorts go for like 20 views, and I've seen some go for like 2,000. It really just depends on how you tag it, how you present it, and how, like, it comes off. Like the picture, sometimes even the picture too. You put out a picture that people like. Sometimes like you can see the view count just skyrocket. It's all really dependent on that kind of stuff. So that's what I've done with when I do some of my stuff. I just throw it out there with a picture, write the thing that I'm talking about, talk about it for 15 seconds, and then just write in the description and make it quick. It's like an identity.
Listen, guys, I do got to get going. I got to get to
Oh, party pooper.
I'm
I respect
sorry.
that.
Work, man. Work.
It
It
same
sucks
dude.
being a fucking adult, but it is what it is.
Hey, dude, keep doing what you're gonna do. Eventually, it will come, and you will move up, dude. Just keep pushing
know.
hard, dude. I know there's
AK, you'll get there.
right now, dude. Trust me, AK. They're noticing right now that how much they're putting on plate for you. Don't you think twice that HR is not thinking about moving you up right now, and you deserve higher pay. So keep that in
Oh, it
mind.
says
You
it right
should.
there, basic
You
sales
should
tactics.
also, by the way, talk to your manager about getting paid more for what you're doing. Because if they haven't already, for the amount of accounts that you're dealing with and the stress you're putting up with, I think it's about time now, because you stayed with them and you're not quitting, to ask for a little bit. I think it's time. Do it, dude. Trust me. I'm in business man. I got a business management degree, and if I was in your situation, I'd be heckling the manager who's saying, "Dude, what's up?"
Well, it
The only one
wouldn't
here.
even be
If I leave, you got no one.
It wouldn't even be a manager though, bro. It's straight to the boss or to
You
the
got
owner.
that. You got Mitch.
Or
No,
they-
no,
or,
I'm
yeah.
saying like it's straight to the owner. Like they're I know who the owner is. Everyone in our company knows who he is. He comes around a lot, but what I'm waiting on is I'm waiting for that promotion, because that's what I'll do.
Mhm. Oh, it's
I'll
coming.
be like,
dude.
all right,
Believe in it. It's
They'll be
coming.
like, all right, well, we want to do, like say they come and say, well, we want to do like 26 an hour.
Mhm.
No. You're given 30. Why? Do you remember what I did for 4 fucking months straight?
Yeah. Dude, $30 an hour is fantastic. Woo.
Yeah, I know.
You only wish that it would be respect would come in that way when it comes to jobs, but-
$20 an hour full time is $41,000. 30 would be what? 60, 65, 66. I can't know. Top of my head.
68.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. You're almost.
No, I will say
75.
this, AK. I respect people like
Fantastic.
you. I respect people like Earl. I respect people like Mac, Philly Halftime, Pat, Joel, like if Pat, Lou, everybody that goes out there and works a lot of hours, works full-time jobs, and still has the time to come on YouTube and do these streams. I respect the hell out of you guys a lot more than like, myself or others that, have the time to be able to do this stuff, because you guys are putting in work on an outside profession or a job, and you're still giving the time to be able to go on YouTube and do these types of live streams. I respect the hell out of you guys a lot more because you're still putting out content for these people to look at. That's why, like, I really do. Sincerely. That's not like, a little cop-out thing to say. I mean, I'm being dead serious. Like, I give a lot of respect to you guys, all the ones that I named, like saying that you guys still put out the YouTube content that you do because of, how much it means to you guys, even when you're coming home from a busy schedule.
Yeah,
So that's why I don't blame you. I don't like say like, well, how come AK's not putting out enough content? Why is he on YouTube? The dude's working a fucking full-time job. I mean, you'd be happy at least he's doing a live stream right now. Most people, when they come home for a full-time job, do you think they want to go on YouTube and sometimes get heckled by people? No. I give you so much credit. Philly Halftime, same thing. Matt the Giants fan, same thing. Earl, when I do the Raw watch-along with him, I chat with him sometimes afterwards, but I let him go earlier because the dude's got to work a whole entire day. So, I give you guys a hell of a lot more credit than I appreciate you guys saying I'm like this prodigy or something, but you guys are the ones that put in a hell of a lot of work and then do this stuff.
No, I just love how you're so humble, though, Jeff. You're just such a humble guy. That's just all I'm saying is like you just don't think it's happened, dude. It's happened. I'm telling you. But you're like, oh no, I'm just doing my thing, dude. You're great, Jeff. I love it.
YouTube.
Well, listen, guys.
You do a
I
fantastic job.
appreciate y'all coming on further once again, bro. Welcome.
Sorry, I'm late. Yes,
no, dude, you were here already once, man.
I appreciate it, dude. You have no idea how stoked I am. I'm going to bring the mess next week, dude, after this Giants whoop ass. Sorry, Jeff, but it's going to happen. We're moving to the NFC.
Okay. Well, then if we end up whipping your ass, just
I'm not giving
no
excuses.
I didn't warn you.
But I will say, I'm not going to give no excuses, but I will explain. I'm a realist. I'll explain how we lost. I'll explain.
I will
exactly
too. I will say the same thing. You will hear coming out of my mouth why we lost.
Because both sides are they got full healthy starters starting. Mm-hmm. We have no excuse this game. This is what I love about the playoffs. Two healthy, no excuse teams. We don't have no backup quarterbacks here. Everyone's starting. Everyone's healthy. This is going to be not only a divisional rivalry, this is a postseason game. And a bigger rivalry because now we're in the postseason. So this is just magic. I mean, it really is.
I'll say this in my closing. I'll say this in my closing. Giants, Eagles, postseason. We all would have it no other way.
That's right.
Right? Hell yeah. No, I agree, man. Well, listen, guys, we still got 7 in here. Appreciate each and every one of you. Please hit that like button on your way out. For everyone's channel, appreciate everyone who stuck around. Appreciate everyone all in the comment section. This is what we do, and this is what we love to do. 2 of our people could not be here tonight because one of work and one with health issues. So, I hope my boy Philly Sports Rap is doing okay. And
what happened to Tone?
Man. Huh?
What happened to Tone?
He was having chest pains and his right side went numb, so he got rushed to the hospital.
That's that's dangerous. That's
oh my god!
Don't play around with. I hope
Tone's gonna be okay. Prayer. I'm gonna send a prayer out then for Tone. I hope his brothers are there with him right now too.
Hey, AK, can we lead off with that video chant that I wanted to show you from 2017? Yes, all right, let's lead it off here.
Hold on.
Okay, go on.
My thing real quick. So, yeah, appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button for everyone up here. God bless. Happy Wednesday. Be safe. And, thank you all so much for joining us. Go ahead, buddy.
And this is from 2017 with the 4th and John after the game. This guy's actually a doctor, believe it or not. And we actually, like you can see, we made a T-shirt for him. And if you haven't seen it, you're about to right now. It went completely viral in Philadelphia, and I'm the guy who found him. and we brought him to the 4th and John tailgate. Here's the video that we went viral.
I got one thing to say. Too fucking easy. You know it's too fucking easy. Too fucking easy. You know it's too fucking easy.
You know it's too fucking easy.
What in the hell was that?
That was a post-season victory during the playoffs, and we were just getting fans' responses walking out of the link, and E-Rock found this guy and just started chanting, "It's too fucking easy," and he ends up being a doctor.
That's so cool.
Thank you guys all. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night.
You too, Jeff. It's
Everyone
great
be safe. Have a great one. Peace.
Thank you.
Let's go Giants!
Go Birds.